I don't hear myself now. So that's good. I think we're good. I don't know what that was. That was on OBS, not me.
It's
Okay.
always OBS,
If-
isn't it, Adam?
If I can close out of a program and open it right back up and click the same button, yes, it is on that program.
I've just given you shit, friend.
It's a poor workman who blames his tool.
Okay, guys.
Oh!
Snap.
Okay, I don't know what that was. I just did the exact same thing I did 10 seconds ago, but now it's working, everybody. Actually, that was fun, though. I mean, that's something.
We have very different definitions of fun.
Do you think it was the Zoom recording then?
Maybe.
It could have been, because I stopped it. I mean, I stopped it last time, too, but it was still going, but maybe, like... I don't know. We're good now, though. That's all that matters, everybody. Welcome to, well, everybody, this is going to be a brand new show. Yeah, I guess that's what, yeah. It's going to be a brand new show.
That's a word, yeah.
That's definitely a word. Called Roll for Weird. So it's going to be the same cast and same characters from our previous Monster of the Week 2 episodes that we have recorded. 2,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. That's
Yeah, we've
correct.
done
2, right?
This is
Yeah,
the
we have done 2
third.
episodes so far. Have had very good feedback about the show and decided it would be a lot of fun to make it a reoccurring. I think we're kind of doing this live now, but I think what we got down to was it's going to be a monthly Twitch stream and a bi-weekly podcast. We're going to take those episodes and split it in 2, or is it going to be a monthly podcast too?
I think it's going. So you and I have talked about this a little bit. I think it's going to be bi-monthly, so twice a month.
Okay.
But once recording.
Yes.
For the stream.
Yes. So, we're still working out a little bit of the details of how the podcast feed is going to be caught up to speed with this. But Andrea of the Bird says, Dragonbait, you're very quiet. You do sound a little quiet.
Okay, let me.
I don't know if I can boost just you somehow on Zoom.
No. I think I just need to boost myself. So.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody else said, can hardly hear
Probably
DM.
That. Can you hear me better?
It's like a 5-second delay. Nope. They said no. No,
At least she's
yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah, when I hear everybody else talk, you are a lot quieter than them.
How about now?
It sounds the same to me.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
the
it
same.
sounds the same.
What the heck? Okay, hold on. Now I am having technical difficulties.
Dang it, Dragon Bay.
Oh, no. I know what it is. It's not. For some reason, the Zoom call wasn't going to my
Oh.
call.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a lot better.
Yeah,
There
there
you
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. There we go.
Turn
Much
that
better.
on.
So yeah, we will go ahead and have everybody introduce themselves and do a quick character introduction again, just in case you have missed the last 2 episodes. If you did miss the previous 2 episodes, you really don't have much to worry about. We're gonna recap it,
Oh,
and
yes.
no, I'm not saying like you didn't miss anything. It was pretty bad. No, no, it was a lot of fun, very good. But we will be recapping it, so if you missed it, you'll be good. Let's go ahead and start off with Danny. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and then also Layseth.
All right. I am Danny. You can find me online as Danielle Lanois on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And I'm going to be playing Layseth the Divine.
I did not get that right. I did not get that name right.
Of course not. That's fine.
Adam, we don't expect you to get much right, so.
Wah, wah, wah.
Dragonbait, you can go ahead and introduce yourself and who you will be playing tonight.
Okay. Hi, I am Dragonbait. You can find me at 20 Sided Adventures or 20SA on all of our social medias. And I will be playing the Creeper Keeper or just like the storyteller of this game.
I think there's some nosy girl in the room with us right now named like Erica or something.
No, her name is Samantha. Let's not do that.
Okay, you'll be playing her too.
Yes, and,
And
other NPCs. What are you talking
No,
about?
that's the only no. Don't tell them that. That's the only NPC in the whole story from here to the end.
The whole thing.
Okay, so what? Ashford could just like F off? What?
Yes.
Like...
Next up, Tiana.
Hi, I'm Tiana. I'm on Twitter at Vanna1895. I most often hang out over at Quests and Chaos. That's twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. I play D&D, Call of Cthulhu, and Carbon 2185. I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, and I am playing Misty, who is the resident spell slinger. Think Dresden, but female.
All over the place, and yet you still joined another show, Tiana. What were you thinking?
I was thinking this is a fantastic group to play with, and I was not going to miss this.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks.
Anyway, it's only a once a month thing. It's not like that's hard to schedule
Exactly.
around.
Yes.
And yet it seems to be.
Well, you know what? During quarantine and all that fun, happy crappy, I got more busy with tabletop role playing stuff.
Tiana, me too, because I'm doing this now.
Yep. I am now running 2 games and in like 7.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of being busy and scheduling, we're gonna try to stick to Fridays. I think that's the day of the week that works best for everybody. And we think that it would be nice if we could do something like the first Friday of every month, second Friday of every month, last Friday, something around there. But that's not going to be set in stone.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to get really nailed down.
Yeah, DB's giving you the cringy face there.
Yeah, because she's got other games too. Next up, Jeremy.
Hey, I'm Jeremy. You can find me at Master Uzaru on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. On Twitch, I'm normally streaming either tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons or this, or I'm usually going to be streaming like Sea of Thieves or Bleeding Edge. And I'm going to be playing Shadow. So Shadow is a initiate, and he is basically just your he's kind of like a monster hunter type person, except he's very young. He's only like 22, 23, and he's kind of an asshole.
He's our resident edgelord.
He's
our resident edgelord.
Lego Batman.
He's our resident edgelord.
Lego Batman.
He's our resident edgelord.
Lego Batman. The echo is back for a second.
The echo has returned.
I don't know why. Let's hope that it doesn't come back up. That spooked me.
Scarier than any monster.
I am the echo in the night.
And yeah, maybe it was just shadow echoing. And Gerundu.
Hello, I am Gerundu. You can find me on the internet at Gerundu. I am going to be playing the elderly vampire, Silas Lancaster, this evening. I hope you're ready for a barrel of laughs.
And I will be playing Filbert. I am Adam DeWeese, the Dungeon Master, usually for this channel's one-shots and one-shot onslaught and halfway to heroes. Filbert is a doomsday prepper, and I think that's really all you need to know about Filbert for now. Dragonbait, take it away.
Actually, one of you is gonna take it away so that you can recap on what happened last time. And it looks like it's nose goes, everybody.
Jeremy, you're up.
Last.
All right. So last time we all got invitations to some sort of, it was someone we all knew. He's like I forget his name, but he's like a common acquaintance of ours. And he had invited us all to go to some sort of get together. And it turns out when we got there, it was Shadow's 5-year reunion, his 5-year high school reunion, which sucks because Shadow totally would have never, ever gone to a reunion, especially a 5-year reunion. He doesn't want to see any of these people. But he got talked into coming here, and everyone else came here with him because they all know the same contact for one reason or another. And we go inside, and sure enough, there's a lot of people Shadow kind of knows from high school. There's one girl in particular, I think named Samantha, that was like talking to him in particular, and then the rest of the group started to investigate. I think it was like some sort of electrical outlet, was it, or what was it?
It was a
some
light
sort of-
switch.
yeah, light switch.
Light switch.
And then I went there and just joined them right there towards the end, and then that girl Samantha followed me in the back. And right before we ended, something strange happened. Would anyone else care to elaborate? Jump along, add something?
There was the painting, and there was an envelope on the back that had all of our names and Samantha's name.
Yeah, and we found that after we found evidence of a struggle all over the room, blood that had been wiped up but not handled in a way that made it go away for a UV light, which Misty has in the trunk of her Forester,
And
because she's basically a Winchester sister.
and Silas, I should say myself, I used my mental domination powers on this lady to find out exactly what are you.
Yeah, and I believe you failed on that.
I think it didn't work.
It just didn't work. It wasn't that I failed.
Okay.
The powers did not work on this person, which tells me something that she's other than what she seems.
Let's not gloss over the fact that Silas licked a keyboard, too.
It was covered in blood.
It was not
necessary.
covered in blood. There were a couple of drops.
Well, I defy you to tell me of any other method whereby we could ascertain whose blood it was in the given time frame. I am, as you know, dear granddaughter, a vampire.
Yes, I'm aware, and
Should we have gone tracking for the faithful smell hound, perhaps?
It was useful. I will still make fun of you for it.
I'm sorry. You've rather got my dander up.
I love
Just
you.
imagine Filbert going, what?
Don't,
Vampire?
don't embarrass me in front of Filbert.
I don't have to do anything to embarrass you in front of Filbert. You just do that all on your own.
Oh, dear, sweet boy, don't listen to her.
I do want to make sure that we point out just how awkward all 5 of us were being at this teenager. Well, I guess not teenager, early 20s, 5-year high school reunion.
I mean, you say awkward. Misty's like 25. She's not that much older than Shadow. So
I was awkward. I was
she
taking
fit
off.
in reasonably well.
Silas is an 84-year-old man and has been for 60 years.
And Laysa is
He's-
ageless.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we do not fit in at all. Quite why we're here, we haven't
can
yet
you-
fathomed.
Can you imagine them, Shadow, like who already is like that weird guy, just shows up with like all these people to like the reunion, and then they start taking apart light switches and shit.
Well,
So
and
young
also,
people.
let's not forget that Silas did try to say that he was in their class.
That's right. Yes,
Jeffers.
Danny Jefferson.
Yeah, what did you
I
have?
was-
Benjamin Button's disease or something?
No, I was subject to
accident.
a terrible industrial accident.
Yeah.
Mm.
Checks out.
That's
That
right.
tracks, yeah.
Yep. Oh god. One of the things that you guys did forget, Silas, you got a silver knife. That you took
Yes,
from,
I did.
Wow, now I forgot his name. Ashford's.
Damien Ashford, I believe. Is that
yes,
right?
it is.
Yes.
That
I'm
is
very
the
proud of
only
you.
note I have.
Mm.
You're ahead of
Damien
me on
Ashford.
notes.
And the envelope contained keys, like old keys.
That's right, and I actually remember taking one of the keys and starting to like look at the various doors and see if they were if they were a match.
Right. But
That was toward the
before-
end of it, I think.
Right, but before you could do that, Damien is at the door going, "What the hell are you doing in my office?"
I was waiting for that.
Hey, let's calm down a second. You never said that we couldn't come back here.
It was locked.
Do you hear how much noise is out there? It's like a carnival or something.
It's like a party.
I'm getting a headache again. The migraines are coming back. It's every time I'm around you. I don't even know why you keep
Oh my
inviting me to
God.
these places.
I thought it'd be nice to get together. It's been a while.
So then why are you yelling at us? We're just trying to get away to a quieter part of the house. It's a very nice office.
You have rooms here.
Well, you didn't. Where have you been? You let us in and there was nothing.
Wait, what do you mean we got rooms here?
I figured you'd stay here.
Why?
It is kind of a long drive back home.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. To be honest.
Really? Did you not read the email at all?
He didn't mention rooms.
Yes, he did.
I thought this was my room.
No, there's not a bed in here.
There's a computer in here.
So? That's my
That's-
computer.
There's also rather a large amount of blood around the place. Would you care to explain that?
I'm clumsy. You all know this.
You're so clumsy to the point where you would bleed all over your computer and not clean it up.
I did clean it up.
And then what? Would meander out of the room, lock it, place some kind of ward across the door? I am fully aware of your tricks. What's going on here, Ashford? You young whelp?
Okay, listen. Some weird things are going on. I invited you here. Kinda forgot about the party. Can you help me out?
Now we're getting somewhere. What weird things?
There's been a lot of just like weird knockings in the house at night, and I just it's just freaking me out. I've put up wards to make sure that some of the rooms are safe.
They're not very good wards.
Why didn't you tell us this?
No,
before?
they are not.
We could have brought equipment or something.
How could I have told you this?
Quite easily
a
by
phone
any
message?
by any of the methods you used
Okay.
to contact us previously.
Listen,
Have you seen our Reddit page?
no,
Admittedly,
I'm not
I
allowed to be on your Reddit page.
I don't know how to use the email.
And also, Philbert's
you
always
could've-
worried about me spreading messages. So are you, Shadow. Why would I put that in an email so that you wouldn't show up and help me?
I don't know why you're yelling about this in front of Samantha.
She's just like,
We'll just like turn and look at her.
That's quite another thing. What about these envelopes behind the painting?
Envelope singular.
Well, the envelope, I beg your pardon, it's my old eyes, you see.
you see both
He thought there was he thought there was 6 envelopes.
Sometimes
It's fine.
I see 6 of things.
Yeah, I've pocketed the keys, but I'll hold up the envelope and be like, this was stuck behind the painting, with all of our names on it, including Samantha's, for some god awful reason. Is this one of the weird things that's been going on, or did you do this, or?
No, I didn't do that. That's weird. Why
Why
would
don't you
I?
start talking, Damien?
If I may borrow a
I'm
rather
gonna walk
cross
over
expression.
to him and shut the door to where like I'm standing in front of the door, and now he's in the room with
He
us.
is not in the room.
Oh, okay.
He's like outside of the room. He has not crossed over into the room.
Why don't we come in here and talk about this in private? We don't need anyone else overhearing us, do we? Damien?
Well, listen, it's getting late. Why don't we have these people go home?
Why don't you come in here?
Yes, Damien. Why don't you come in?
Yes. Why don't you come in here immediately? We'll go for some mental.
We were all like, wait a minute.
Shadow, I don't really like how your grandfather is like staring at me all bug-eyed. Can you have him?
It's my grandfather,
I'm-
not Shadow's.
I'm sorry.
No, it's no issue of mine.
Damien, come here now, or I'll end the party.
So
Ian
did.
steps into the room.
Does he seem to have any difficulty doing so?
No.
Okay.
However, I only had slight difficulty myself. So this
I mean, it wasn't a
doesn't
very
necessarily
good
mean
ward.
anything. No, it was not. It was a terrible ward.
I'll walk over and put my arm around him. So, Damien, why don't you tell us what's really going on here? And I'm like starting to guide him into the room, closer
Okay.
to where everyone else is.
And
Yeah.
like kick the door shut behind you.
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's fine. You shut the door behind you as you lead Damien in.
So what's really going on, Damien?
Listen, I think the house is haunted. There's been a lot of scratching, moaning, and I just keep seeing weird shit while I'm around.
Was that what caused the furniture in here to get shoved around?
Yes.
So did something attack you? You were beset
there-
by unseen forces? What kind of physical manifestation? What are we dealing with here?
Is there an equivalent to an insight check in the system?
That's a great question.
Because I really want to insight that.
Investigate a mystery, discover what's being concealed here, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mystery.
Yeah, that's plus my sharp. Oh my god, I rolled 2 6s.
I think you got it.
I will take a picture if you want me to prove
No,
it.
I trust you. I've never had you lie to me before.
That you know of.
but
Never
I
got
don't
Hey,
know of.
mean.
Actually, you could have either done, investigate a mystery. I think is the best.
Okay.
So you have on a +12, you may ask the keeper any question you want about the mystery, not just the listed ones.
I want to know if he's telling us the truth. Because all of the indications in the room look like there was a struggle, including the blood that was everywhere and just kind of cleaned up. That doesn't seem like ghosts or hauntings that I'm familiar with. That seemed like something physical or at least able to affect the corporeal world. And so I want to know if he's telling me the truth about that's what's going on, and is he trying to cover something?
You would know that some ghosts have been known to like throw things
Mm-hmm.
before. So it could have been easily that he was thrown around. And you know Damien doesn't like to be like, oh yeah, I'm scared kind of guy. He's more of a tries to keep things like together mostly. He's not doing a good job, mainly because y'all keep like messing up his house. Mainly Filbert, because he likes to check for bugs.
I found one, didn't I?
You did find one.
Oh damn it! I forgot that. I wanted to ask it. Do we want to ask about that bug?
I don't see why not. It all could be pertinent.
This seems like while all this is, they're all kind of questioning him. I would like to, I don't know who's holding the envelope right now, but I'd like to kind of go into the corner and read it if I can, away from Samantha and Danny? What was his name?
Damien.
Damien.
You
I'll-
worked with him for so long, trying to keep him away from your
Ashford.
Reddit. Remember his name, Adam.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass you the envelope as you're passing me.
Okay.
I'll say that Samantha is just kind of like looking around the room a little bit while you guys are all interrogating Ashford.
Well, he wasn't exactly straightforward about things, so
No.
we're all.
None of us shall leave this room until we get some answers. I confess I detect skullduggery afoot.
Skullduggery. That's such a fun word to say.
It is rather, isn't it? Skullduggery. Shall we all try it together? That's right.
Skullduggery.
Excellent, Filbert. Excellent.
I say over my shoulder as I'm reading this envelope.
Yes,
So
that's right.
the-
I'm sorry, what?
So the envelope is just an empty envelope because all it had in it were the keys. It does say each of your names and Samantha's. It's in like a cursive writing. A kind of like really neatly cursive.
So I received an actual letter from Damien.
Yes.
Does this look like his writing on this envelope compared to what he sent me?
Yes and no. So you know that whenever Damien writes letters to you or Silas, it's in like both a broken cursive and print.
Okay.
Mainly because that's how I write. So there are certain like lines that look similar, but it's not like exactly the same. So maybe he did write this in more of a formal kind of thing, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're with Filbert looking at the envelope.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
What has Samantha to do with all this?
I-
I'm asking Damien, the young Master Ashford. What is she to do with us? As you know, you say you brought us here to assist you with this matter, and we find
Listen.
young Mistress Samantha's name included amongst our own. What significance has she?
None that I know of.
Perhaps you just fancy her a little, eh? I'm not sure I quite credit you with that.
No,
He
no.
blushes.
Oh, well.
Young love's first flush. I remember it well.
Gonna glance over at him and just like shake my head.
Your great grandmother, really. I was another story for perhaps a slightly different audience. I'm sorry. What was I saying again? What is she to do with all this?
He told you that nothing. Like, he doesn't know. Like, she was just invited to the party.
It's your party.
Where did you get the painting at then? If you're not the one that wrote the names.
Yeah, that was made by the art teacher in our high school. Don't you recognize it?
The painting done by the art teacher in your high school has an envelope with our names and some key inside, I believe. Is that was correct? Yes.
Several
We
keys.
have
And
six
I
names.
and I like pat my pocket.
So, the art teacher has somehow divined the future and worked out that we would be attending this party, and placed keys behind said painting for us to find during a perhaps slightly ill-advised investigation of a locked room. I don't believe that for a second, and I think you should really come out with the truth now.
I'm telling you the truth.
And I say, to borrow a coarse colloquialism from my homeland, bollocks.
You know, you can just say bollocks without the introduction.
No. I'm afraid I would rather explain it.
Fair.
I think Shadow will flip over in his trench coat, and so you can see like the sheathed short sword he carries at his side, like because he just walks around like that.
Of course he does.
Of course.
And then he'll flip it, and then he lights a cigarette, and he's just leaning with his arms crossed, but so you can see the sword. He's like, "I don't think you're telling us everything you know." And I'm just smoking in his office. I don't give a
What?
fuck.
Okay, what do you want to know? I think my house is haunted by ghosts. One of them threw me across the room.
And then they start writing letters and taping them to
I don't know what's happening
paintings that
there.
you stole from an art teacher 5 years ago. I don't understand what you're saying to me, Damien. You're fucking with me, Damien.
Shadow.
Cut him,
Like,
Shadow.
Backing up a little bit, like, what the hell is happening? I'm being accosted in my own house.
Okay,
Hit him with your blade. That'll teach him.
Shadow does raise one good point.
There's blood everywhere. You're not telling us everything.
Why did you steal this picture from the art teacher? That's kind of weird.
I didn't steal it.
Yeah,
More
start the mystery at the beginning.
more
Let's
importantly,
untangle
though,
this web of deceit and lies.
do you know anywhere that these keys might fit into? How about that? Maybe you could help us. You got a cellar, a creepy cellar? That's
Yes.
usually where the monsters are, in the creepy cellars. A basement,
attic?
perhaps. An attic, perhaps, that you've never been able to get into.
I mean,
Well,
I redid this whole house. I have been through this whole house. There aren't anything that... I mean, there are doors that have probably been locked, but I have keys made for them.
Well,
So-
that's just
What are
saying no
those
help.
keys for?
I don't know!
Where's the cellar, Damien? You're not telling us everything.
Okay.
Shadow just keeps screaming, you're not telling us everything. You're gonna break this poor man.
Well, I'm using
Is he
my,
already broken?
If
I'm
that's
using
what it
my
takes.
my helping hand to help Filbert investigate this mystery. So I gave him a
Oh.
plus two
Okay.
to his role by intimidating him, playing bad cop while Filbert just plays himself.
What is investigate a mystery, though? What kind of... Is that a sharp? I'm hoping.
Sharp.
Please. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I rolled a 3 plus a 2, a 5, but plus Shadow's 2 would be a
Okay.
7.
So on a 7 to 9, hold 1. One hold can be spent to ask the keeper the following questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed?
What is being concealed here?
I would say that Damien is very shaken, and he's trying to answer your questions as best as he can. But being screamed at is kind of hard to completely focus on everything. So he might not be telling the whole truth.
Mm.
Or he might just also be very flustered that you came into his house, ripped off a light switch, obviously hurting the drywall that he recently had put in the house.
Now, Damien, I understand that perhaps I've been rather short with you. For which I apologize. You invited us into your home as guests, and I should have shown you more courtesy than that, and I sincerely apologize. I will, however, as a man of some experience, I say man dubiously.
What?
Well, never mind about that. You know full well. Not in front of Filbert.
Well, then he's the only one
I've
that
completely
doesn't-
lost my train of thought now.
You're welcome.
Please try not to corpse quite so much. No. Did you perhaps have any hand in summoning said creatures or entities? Some ill-advised foray into magic, perhaps?
No. I don't usually try to do that. I don't
Well,
try to
come.
summon
I was young once, and I was seduced into the ways of the dark arts, as some may term them. But it's perfectly normal for a young man your age to be seduced by matters which best not be known by mortal men. Come now, you could tell old Silas. Did you
Well,
summon a demon?
No.
No.
No, I did not summon a demon.
Hmm.
Did not do it.
Not even by accident. Are you
How do
sure?
you accidentally summon a demon?
I don't know. Perhaps you wanted to cast a simple
happens.
love spell on this Samantha lady you seem to be so
Samantha
fond
turns
of.
and goes, "What?"
Or alternatively, some of these wards are not very well made. Maybe you were trying to lay down a ward and opened a gate instead.
I don't think so. Like, my wards are. Sorry, Adam. What? Just say it, man.
I was saying you were quiet again for a moment, and then something happened and you sounded louder again. So I was
Yes,
asking.
because we pointed it out and she changed something.
Yeah, I did. I also am just a soft-spoken person normally, so I think that is.
That might be, yeah.
And I was clipping earlier, so I tried to lower that, and then I got soft
It sounds
again.
very good right now. So
Oh,
that's,
sorry.
that's what I was saying.
Fantastic.
Sorry
Okay.
to derail.
No,
Sorry.
you're fine. I mean, maybe we should check the wards.
Hmm.
I don't think I did. I didn't see any demon. I mean, the activity in the house did get stronger after I
After you
renovated everything.
This is why you should have
Okay.
just told us this from the beginning. We could have come
Filbert.
more prepared. We could have
Can
brought
you-
things.
Filbert, can you use your skills with this technology box to see if there's anything buried underneath this home?
I mean, I could Google strange burial grounds in. Oh no, we ain't in Louisville anymore.
Nope.
We're in
No, we most
Indiana
certainly
now.
are not.
No, we're
No,
not. We're
we're
not in
in
Indiana.
Virginia.
We're in Virginia now.
We're in Norfolk.
Yeah, let me just do a quick Google right here.
Yes, do the
Let me
Google.
just.
Do the Google.
He's such a clever boy.
Jagabate. I'm Googling-
Here's, no. Here's the thing. To do a deep dive like that will take you a long time.
To do a Google search?
Things like that don't just show up. This is not
On a
supernatural.
Google search?
It won't. It
For
won't give me
Filbert.
It won't give me just like a pirate map to an X where the main monster is. Dragobait, I think you vastly underestimate Filbert's technological skills. I'm literally Googling Virginia spooky haunting
House?
sites.
He's uploading the downloads.
No,
you-
he's
have
doing
you-
the Google.
That's right, the Google. You're accessing the information superhighway,
Oh
retrieving
look!
those data packets.
Oh look! It's this kind of monster right here.
No,
Thanks,
No.
Sammy.
No, Lasath, yeah, I could do that. I think that is going to take quite a bit of time now, and I think by that time this part is going to be over and we're all going to be out of here. I don't think we're going to be sticking around too long. I think this is kind of like a one-night deal we've got going on here. So again, I just asked, like, these keys are something, right?
Well, they're keys.
I mean,
Filbert. You
gonna-
use them to unlock things.
I'm gonna pull them out,
That's
out of
what
my
keys
pocket,
are.
and I'm gonna pull them out of my pocket and like fan them open and say, do these match anything, from maybe from one of the doors that you changed out or put in? Do any of these look familiar?
well, I didn't change out any of the doors. I like the old looking doors, so we kept them. We took them off, painted them, and
The
put them
locks.
back up.
The
Would you
locks.
redid the walls, even the walls in here.
Some of the walls had holes in them. We had to replace some of them.
And when you redid this wall and rehung this painting, you didn't notice this envelope with our names on it taped to the back.
No!
I must admit, you're stretching credulity a little bit here, Damien.
I strongly suspect that something else put those there for us, knowing that we were coming, which is a bit alarming, but something that we can deal with.
The only person who knows who we all are and connects all these to whatever this is Master Damien.
Or
Now, how could this entity have known anything about us?
Damien, how often do these supernatural occurrences happen? Is it every night around a certain time?
It's been happening a lot around midnight.
The witching hour.
How cliche.
Not the witching hour, but
The
okay.
witching hour is like 2 a.m.
Well,
Now,
it's always the witching hour somewhere.
Yeah, my watch is dead. What time is it, Damien?
yeah, Damien, what time is it?
It's like 8, I guess.
my
The party's
goodness.
probably winding down now.
This
I
part,
should think so after the scenes we've
As
caused.
he's Googling on his phone, he's like, what time is it?
this party is winding down at 8 o'clock. Damien, this
What?
party kind of sucks.
And I thought we got here early.
Damien, the invite said 7 o'clock to question mark.
That
Why-
could consist of 8.
It could.
To be
Phil,
fair,
Silas, you got me.
Yeah. It was not
Well,
a dishonest invite.
The plot thickens.
It was a
Dave.
long drive
You're
for an
burying
hour-long
yourself
party.
in lies.
There's more happening tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Wait, what's happening tomorrow? It didn't
What's on
say
the
this in the
agenda?
invite.
Yes, it did.
Son of a bitch, Damien. How do you always get me to this kind of shit?
I'm extremely old.
Okay, Damien, just pop up one of our invites and we just go line by line and just read through it because apparently none of us 5 read any of that.
4. I read it.
Okay, well, Misty,
Misty is on it. Misty listens to the GM.
hey, this isn't Adam not knowing. This is Filbert not reading the thing.
Yeah,
So Filbert needs a recap.
This is character
I'll-
development.
I'll pull my phone out and open the email app and just hand it over to you.
Yeah.
Okay, it says.
It says you're invited to a party at Damien's with the address. I'm not making one up right now, so don't
do it.
even.
7 o'clock to question mark.
No.
Yeah.
It says Saturday. This is the one type of the blah, 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 that there's going to be like a meet and greet Saturday night from like 7
To question mark.
to 8.
That's not enough time.
No one's allowed to meet after 8
Fine.
o'clock.
Hour, literally.
7 to 9. I'll
You have an hour
bump
to
it up
socialize.
2 hours.
No more socializing after that.
Get out! No
I've
socializing!
got a hard stop at 9. That is when American Idol comes on, you better get the fuck out of my house.
You've met enough.
Except for you
Get
four, I got
out.
rooms for you.
Here, you stay.
You
I've
four,
got-
I got rooms for, but not my office.
I've got painting keys for you.
Everyone else is fucking leaving.
You five better fucking stay and watch American Idol with me, or I will burn this motherfucker down.
Oh no.
My God.
This
Such
is a
language.
weird. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
this
Damien, I gotta
episode's brought
say
to you
this.
by American Idol.
I gotta say, Damien, this is a weird old invite.
It's a weird party.
No,
Written so
okay.
casually.
And then what does
I'm
it
an
say?
ancient man at a high school reunion.
What does it say for Sunday?
It says that there's brunch, and then they're going to like have a beach party.
Ah.
Whoa.
Are we by? Okay, are we by a beach?
Did he tell us to bring our trunks?
It's Virginia.
And it's on a cliff face.
Okay, I was gonna say.
From earlier.
Yeah.
I remember
You
the
went
cliff.
out-
Yeah, I remember the cliff face that somebody fell off of totally and died.
Oh, no.
What?
No, the balcony was shattered and replaced
broken
with
thing, yeah.
tape.
No. There is a little bit of a yard before the cliff face. Jeez.
There was a broken thing though. I remember that.
Yes, there is a
So
Listen,
somebody's
I know
totally
my-
died.
Do you? Do you though?
Underarms knows what's up.
While our friends are being confrontational,
That's a word.
Yep.
I'm going to get right up next to Samantha,
Okay.
Hmm.
and I want to check her out. Investigate
Okay.
a mystery. Can I do that on her?
Well.
Let me look at something real quick. Because I'm wondering if there's a better one besides that.
I think it's just read.
Actually, are you just wanting to like talk to her and find out what she's all about, kind of thing? Or
Yeah, I guess.
you can just talk to her.
Okay.
Like, there's not a a lot of with Monster of the Week is just talking to people. Now, if you're like, that doesn't seem right, then yes, you can do rolls
Okay.
to further investigate.
All right. Well, Samantha,
Yes. Hello.
do tell me, how do you know this group?
I went to high school with Shadow and Damien.
Ah. So you are near Shadow's age then?
Yes, she is maybe like a few months older than he is.
And did you spend much time with him in high school?
We were friendly. He got me to play Vampire the Masquerade at one point, I think is what it was.
Ah.
Interesting game, but it just couldn't get the group together all the time.
And what are your feelings on vampires?
They're not real.
My sweet child. Right?
I have such sights to show you. No, what? No. Those days
Ignore the
behind
old
me.
man.
No.
Not a
The
creepy
old
sentence
man.
at all.
No. Those days are long gone now.
Well, and you're just here for the reunion.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Shadow showed up.
As is
And-
Shadow.
And
apparently.
also, none of you were a part of our class, so I'm kind of surprised by this as well.
You don't remember me? I was Danny Jefferson.
I didn't even know it was a reunion until we got here.
I mean, I understand that. Damien didn't say it was a reunion until I got here either.
What do you put on yours?
She opens her phone and she shows you, and it says the exact same thing that Misty's says.
So not a reunion, just a party.
Yes.
Did anyone else know it was a reunion before arriving? Do you know?
I talked to a few people. They seem to have thought that that's what he meant by party was a reunion. Not quite sure why we're having a 5-year. It's usually like a 10-year thing. I hope this isn't every 5 years or I'm not coming to all of these.
I could see that this would be a unique experience that one might not wish to repeat on a frequent basis.
Yeah, y'all are kind kind of interesting.
Oh, indeed we are. We are quite the group.
I mean,
I'm
you
just
all
trying
seem
to
very
understand.
nice, though.
Well, we do our best.
Side eye.
Tell me, did you participate in any of Shadow's extracurricular activities outside of his vampire game?
Not really. I mean, we had classes together. I think we took like calculus, some of other math classes. We're not a huge class that graduated here, but
Did she seem surprised when he showed off his sword?
no.
All right. So, I
My
noticed
word, Shadow!
that,
Way.
that you were not at all surprised by the weapon he carries.
Oh, listen.
Oh,
Shadow used to bring weapons to school all the time.
really?
Yes.
I understand that is not permitted.
He was very good at hiding them. Like, it was very interesting, but
Well, that does not surprise me in the least. He is a good boy, though.
You never know when something could have happened.
So, might I ask, why did you choose to follow him into this room? If you were simply classmates.
oh, we've been talking at the party.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey, let's go check this out." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, well. And have you noticed anything of interest in this room? Anything out of the ordinary that you could contribute to the greater conversation?
I mean, the room's a little messy, but it seems like you've all figured that out. There's some scratches on the floor where it looks like the chair was shoved quite hard. Before you guys removed that painting, it was askew. She's like rattling off these things that all of you have noticed as well,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of interesting because let's not.
Is.
Yeah,
You
she's
seem
very
to have
observant.
noticed. You've observed quite a few things. Far more than I would expect. Have you been trained to notice things?
Just very detail oriented.
No prior experience with any sort of investigations or...
I mean, my
Hunting?
dad was a cop.
An officer of the law might pass on that sort of thing, I suppose.
He's a strict man.
Do you have any theories about why your name might have appeared on that envelope?
Listen, Ashford's a weird dude. He's always been kind of a weird dude.
Indeed.
We were friends. I don't know.
You don't seem at all disturbed by his claims that the home is haunted.
Well, ghosts aren't real, so there has to
My
be a
sweet
logic.
child.
Oh, sweet summer child.
There has to be a logical explanation for stuff like that.
No, there absolutely does not.
What kind of logical explanation would you offer, other than a ghost?
Well, the scratching could be rats. Knocking could be like the house is old. It could be settling. Even if he redid parts of it, it doesn't mean that it's not old.
True. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary about Damien?
He just seems a little on edge today.
Indeed.
And I don't know if that's because one of your teammates decided to rip into his wall, or if he's just nervous about having all of these people in his new house.
Well, I don't think it's the wall thing, because that sort of behavior is not uncommon with Filbert. This is not the
Oh.
first time that has happened.
He
I've
makes
seen
a
it on a
wait,
regular basis.
he makes a habit of tearing into people's walls.
Indeed, he does not wish to be bugged, I believe is the term he uses. He prefers to search the area himself to ensure appropriate levels of privacy.
Why would it have been bugged here?
That is an excellent question, and I believe that Shadow and Filbert are the ones who understand more about the inner workings of your government and what they wish to learn from its citizens.
I mean, that makes sense. What? Wait, you're not from, like... You... What?
Oh, I'm not a citizen.
Oh, okay, where are you from?
I don't think you would have heard of it.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
And have you stayed here?
No, I went to California to do some work, and now I'm back.
Are you staying in the home tonight? Or do you have a hotel room?
Ashford offered it to me, so I was gonna stay here at least for the night, and then I was gonna actually drive back to my dad's place tomorrow.
Do you know if he offered to let anyone else stay in his home?
I have no idea.
I'm going to turn to Damien. Ask him that. Have you offered anyone else a room in your home?
He gestures to you all.
In addition
Anyone
to
else?
us.
Well, I offered to, like, Brad, but Brad is a real party guy, and he was like, nah, I have ladies. It was very uncomfortable, yeah.
Oh.
I offered a few people, but some of them still live here, so they were like, nah.
All right.
They made their excuses, eh? Anyway, I'm sorry. Well, it was rather acerbic of me. How about, you say manifestations. Have they occurred only in this room, or about the house in general, or are they focused in any particular place?
The knocking and scratching happened all over the house.
Just like, as in within the walls, perhaps?
Yes.
Interesting.
Listen,
Also-
yeah,
I've
go
also
ahead.
heard...
Again, yeah, go ahead,
Filbert,
Damien.
we're guests.
I
Let our
apologize.
host speak.
I apologize.
I'm trying to get some exposition, Filbert. Will you be quiet for a moment?
There's also been, like, moaning and stuff from the walls. It's very disturbing. There have been nights when I haven't stayed here.
And there are no other guests in your home?
No. Just me, usually. Till today.
Okay.
You don't even feel safe here, and you invited us all here to stay.
Well, it was ulterior motives of us, obviously, relieving him of whatever is besetting him, I suppose.
And it isn't as if we can't handle ourselves.
Well, why you couldn't have just been open about it in the first place, I don't know, dear boy.
Because you all don't seem to like me.
Well,
Okay, look. Hey,
I like you fine. Perhaps too much. You
You're
know,
quite a nice man.
the circumstances of our first meeting, we won't discuss any further. It was quite embarrassing for both of us, I'm quite sure. But you know, you're a fine young chap. I'm quite happy to get out of the house and visit you and so on. But if you were in trouble, you should have just said.
okay, we could talk in circles about this all day and all night.
Yes.
How about we go ahead and just hey, Damien, how about you show us to our rooms? What do you four think? You think we just camp out in the night? We'll wait till midnight. We'll try to get to the bottom of things ourselves. Because I mean, right now we ain't got no answers, right?
Yes, I think you're quite right, Philbert. Perhaps, Damien, you should circulate amongst your other guests, and we shall retire to our
Well, I
rooms.
mean, it's about 9 o'clock now. Apparently, they got to get the hell out for
It's
American
got to be
Idol.
bedtime, surely.
Yeah. Ryan Seacrest, what's his name? It's something
Ryan
like that.
Seacrest,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's about to get on air, so I mean, everyone's going to be getting
I
out
don't
anyway.
know if he's still the host of American Idol.
What year is
he?
this right
think
now? I
so.
forget.
It's modern.
Okay. I think he's back now. I think they took a 1-year hiatus, and I believe he is back.
Okay, I have to look this up.
I am too.
Do the Google.
To the Google. Yeah, Ryan Seacrest is still the.
Is he?
Hey, I
Yes.
told y'all. I know my Seacrest. Seacrest
Yeah,
out.
Why, That's
He's
why you're my
doing,
special boy, Filbert. And Silas is just sort of like giving you a shoulder rub, motivational
Oh,
shoulder
fun!
rub.
Apparently, for the shelter in place American Idol, which there is a thing that they're doing. He's
Yep.
using the original desk that Randy Jackson used.
Oh, cool.
So he had that hauled into his home or something.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is very interesting. You heard it here, folks.
I found
American
it,
Idol trivia.
I found it on the Google, and it's as of April 22nd. So.
On the Google is the new tagline for this show. Let's
It's
go.
on the Google.
Yeah.
Get on the Google.
That's what happens when you have an old person and a non-human entity.
So the plan is we usher all the guests out. We watch the 60 minutes of American Idol. Then Damien, you go to bed. Samantha, I think you were leaving or you might have a room here. I don't know what you're going to do. I would rather you leave because things might pop off tonight. And then the
Perhaps
rest
she
of
might be
us,
of assistance.
she's like a 21-year-old college student at this point. I don't know if we really want her to hang out with us while we're hunting ghosts.
I love that you say that, but Shadow is also like
Yeah.
21.
And
But
Missy's
he-
like 23 or something. We're just
But 25,
they,
yeah.
they do this like for a living, so
If you ain't
Samantha,
living, you're
unless this is like your day job, Samantha, you should probably like find a Motel 6.
Ew.
Are those bad? I don't know.
Yes.
This week's episode is sponsored by Motel 6.
And
They will
American
never
Idol.
sponsor us now because we all went ew.
Look, you have to tell me these things beforehand so I don't make my normal reactions.
I have absolutely zero frame of reference for this company, so I'm quite happy to endorse them. Give me some money immediately. You're fantastic, whatever you are, shitty motels.
Accurate.
So she's not leaving. No. She
No,
doesn't have
really?
a place to stay.
You're just gonna stay here? Do you have a gun or something? There's ghosts. Did you hear him?
I
Hey,
don't know that a gun is
Listen,
particularly effective
Shadow.
against ghosts.
Listen.
Shadow.
Yeah. Do
Shadow.
ghosts are affected by guns?
Shadow, you know damn
when
well.
you use the bullets I use.
Shadow, what kind of bullets is those again?
Don't act like you know, Filbert. You stole them to me.
Okay, yeah,
Son
the
of a
salt,
bitch.
the salt rounds. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh.
Which
love
I
it.
would have brought if we were told that there were ghosts.
I think Missy's got some in her trunk of her. Goddamn.
Well, I mean, yes, as has been pointed out, I'm basically the Winchester sister.
What an interesting noise Silas made when you said that.
So look, we'll go
I
ahead.
don't really know what that means, but it sounds impressive.
It's from a television show, Granddad. You should check it out sometime.
Well,
You-
I
you
should
would-
have to buy a television first.
You would get a good laugh out of it.
I'm sure I would.
So
I used to enjoy Laurel and Hardy, you know, very much. I met them on tour one year. They were very. I'm sorry, this is entirely irrelevant. Carry on. I do blather on sometimes.
Now-
So
I was just gonna.
Well, one of you,
I,
Filbert.
I
Filbert, you're
was-
speaking
Be
already.
polite.
I was just gonna
For the love
say
of God.
we could get Samantha a shotgun with some salt rounds in it for a worst case. If a ghost does spook her, she can pop it off and not take any of our heads off.
Sure, give her your shotgun. You're gonna give her your shotgun?
No, you're right. If we don't have
That's
two
what I thought.
shotguns, then no, I'm gonna keep my shotgun.
just like
Go-
side eye out the window. Come back.
Ghosts aren't real, and I don't know if a shotgun would take care of it if they were.
Oh.
Salt rounds.
Okay.
If you don't believe they exist, you're hardly in a position to comment, are you?
Yeah, you know what, Samantha? You could just hang out, just watch American Idol, get you some food, some bedtime snack, head off to your room. Please do not lock that door, because I'm saying if a ghost comes in this house tonight, you're target numero uno, and we are gonna need to get into that room safely and quickly to save you, because The person who does not believe in the ghost is going to be their number one target,
I
for
must
sure.
say, although everything Philbert says sounds deeply sinister and not credible at all, what he says is with merit, young lady, and I strongly advise that you do not sequester yourself too securely away from the rest of the group.
Okay.
Is that clear? Did I misspeak?
Perhaps she could share a room with someone.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
perhaps.
be fine.
Let's. Well,
I mean, she is friends with both Damien and Shadow. Perhaps one of them would be an
Okay.
appropriate partner.
I did just real quick, Damien. I did want to just ask, like, how many spare rooms we got? What are we talking about? What's the bedding situation? Bunk beds? Or is there 6 rooms, spare rooms, or
This house is huge. I have enough bedrooms for everyone.
cool?
Are you quite
Gotcha.
sure? Are you quite sure? There's no sharing arrangements required for anybody at all.
You get scared in the night. Do you need to share a room with somebody?
No, I think
Well,
science will be
yes.
fine. I think.
There are many things that go bump in the night. I perhaps might be one of them.
Science is just joking around. He always jokes. He always pretends he's a vampire, just wants to fool and scare some new
Yes.
folks and stuff.
Pretends.
So yeah, how about we at least get Samantha a room near at least a couple of others, like maybe sandwiched in between 2 rooms. I don't know the layout of this big old house, but if that's doable.
That's actually not a bad idea.
That is very doable. I will show you all to your rooms.
Wait, Damien, shut the hell up. American Idol just came on. Please, no talking during the Seacrest.
All
And we
right.
sit there for an hour of silence.
I do want to say, because I
Reflecting.
have less than no interest in American Idol. I want to go around and try the keys in different rooms.
Yes,
I
I, should
thought-
accompany you
so-
while you do that, I think.
So here's the thing. I thought Adam was setting that up to be like, oh, now we go to break, because that would have been the perfect point.
Nope.
Oh, we can do that.
I just don't want anybody talking during American Idol.
I mean, American Idol. My God.
They're a sponsor, guys. We need to be quiet.
I'm much more interested in The Masked Singer. That's a much better show in my
It is
opinion.
very good.
I haven't seen that.
It's good.
That
Actually.
you know what? It actually is a very good time for a break. So we will take a 5-minute break real quick. We will
make it
be right.
10.
We will wait. Why? Do you
Because
need
I
to-
have to take a wicked shit.
Because I have been sick today.
10-minute break,
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ted.
everybody.
I was trying to cover for you.
We will be
You
back.
could have just left it at that.
No, it's fine. Apparently American Idol is on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll for Weird. We are currently watching American Idol. I think it might be just at the tail end of it.
No,
Layseth is
it's
totally
not.
watching it.
Oh, it's
Of
not.
course she
It's
is.
not
No,
at the
it's
tail
not
end.
because Misty wanted to go check out Doors,
Yes.
and I shall
and
be following.
Silas was gonna go with.
I lost interest in popular music around 1920.
So sad for your character.
I mean,
It's
most
extremely sad for me.
most of the stuff sung on this show is hot garbage anyway. So
Yep, definitely
I think
is.
Shadow
This
stands there
week's
wanted.
episode sponsored by American Idol, the hot garbage show.
And by Motel 6, shitty motels.
The
guaranteed.
shitty motel that everybody cringed at when they thought we were staying in them in a role-playing game.
You
Look,
can
I-
do anything you want.
I literally only stay at Motel 6s if I only have like $50 to spare on a room.
I've never been in a Motel 6.
I did once.
I
It
will
wasn't
say
bad.
this.
It was just,
Oh, the one in Virginia that my mom stopped at. They had to leave that room and go get a different hotel because they did not feel safe there.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
The one.
I was about to say it's an excellent place to find victims. I mean companions.
Is there such thing as anti-sponsors? Like maybe a different motel anti-sponsors Motel 6.
Hello, Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn.
Motel
Hi.
6 is shit.
So here's the thing: we should probably stop saying shit like this because they might come back and go, stop it.
When you
Also,
said reverse sponsor, I thought you meant like we have to pay them now because
Yeah, we're in a lawsuit because we said bad things about Motel 6.
like how Holiday Inn is really sponsoring this episode, and The Voice is also really sponsoring this episode.
But you broke their one rule: never use their name. Only talk shit about the other one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm seated on the couch. Filbert is on the couch.
Layseth is beside you because she's taken to watching these things in the bunker with you.
That
Oh my
makes
God.
sense.
It does.
That definitely tracks. For those that didn't watch the first two episodes, I'm kind of Layseth's like human and like human like resource trainer, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to teach
Exhibit A is what you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach Layseth like the way of humans.
You're the one I go to for advice on mortal things.
Yes, mortal things. That's what the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Could have picked somebody else, man.
But he had such a big following on Reddit.
And he's so beautiful.
No.
What was that, Silas?
I said you're so beautiful. You always follow up on the things that you set out to do.
How?
How?
How do
You
you
set out.
No, to you, Drundu. How? How do you do that so fast?
He's always in character.
It's true.
Amazing.
I'm simply a comedic genius, dear boy. It's quite simple, really. My comic timing is impeccable.
Okay, so Layseth, Filbert, Shadow.
Yeah, he's standing behind the couch, but if you look, he doesn't realize it, but he's just staring at the TV watching, and he hasn't realized it yet that he's just been watching this for like 15 minutes.
Okay, Samantha and Damien are all watching American Idol.
He's just staying there, just glaring at the TV.
He's not watching American Idol Dragon Bait. He is staring. He is glaring at the TV.
Apparently, American Idol's been going for like 22 seasons. I did not realize that the show
Is
started
it-
when I was a preteen.
Is it 22? I thought it was 18.
I
You
mean,
better find out. They're sponsoring us.
So what happens? I mean, first off, what's like the first
Oh, no,
song
you're
that
right,
gets
it's
sang-
18.
that gets sung on American Idol?
Oh, no.
What was able to mesmerize?
Let's not go into that.
But
depth.
nope.
I don't know. What does Shadow listen to? I haven't
My
listened-
Chemical
I haven't-
Romance.
Evanescence. Totally Evanescence.
What else does he listen to?
AFI.
AFI.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
AFI.
forgot about AFI.
The first song is "Beautiful Thieves" by AFI. It's sad that I know songs by them. Okay.
It lasts 15 minutes.
As it should.
So Misty and Silas, you are gonna go check out rooms.
Yes.
So on this first floor, you've been through a lot of the rooms. So there was the office that kind of like a living space / he kind of turned it into a room for everybody to hang out in. It was more of like a formal kind of dining room area that was right off the kitchen, and there was a back door.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously the kitchen where everybody is watching. They're not watching it in the kitchen, but there's another room that they're all watching American Idol in. When you go back out into the parlor, there's stairs going up. There is a door into the stairs as well, like there might be storage back there. And then there's another door that you think might lead into the basement.
Okay. Does the basement door have any sort of warding on it?
No.
Okay. I'm going to try the handle, see if it's locked.
It is locked.
All right. I'm going to pull out the keys and see if one of them fits.
None of those fit that door.
Okay. Well, I suppose it's not for this one. Shall we look upstairs?
No. Yes, let's see what these keys do. Although I am somewhat curious as to what's in the basement. I feel it might be rather a social faux pas to kick down the door only to find a tumble dryer and the hot water tank. So yes, perhaps we should check some other doors first.
Yes. Unfortunately, I think we've crossed a lot of social lines today already, and many more would.
Yes, perhaps irrevocably.
Many more would probably get us kicked out, and while I think some of our party members would mind that, I'm intrigued about what's going on here.
Yes.
Adam looks like he's actually watching American Idol right now.
Maybe I am.
Oh no.
Ooh, look at you. Are there any other doors that are locked on this floor? You mentioned last time that I saw some other rooms with wards on them when I was heading to the office. Are any of them?
No, I thought you had gone upstairs for that. Oh, you had only been on this floor?
Yeah.
That was my bad.
Okay. No worries.
Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
Sorry.
No worries. All right. So
we would have done it
head-
eventually.
Yeah.
and sooner rather than later. So, carefully, like, we're not sneaking exactly, but not making a show of going upstairs because I don't want to get Damien's attention.
Okay. He's American Idol, man. You keep making character choices for him, I'm just gonna lean hard into him.
As you do.
As I do. Yeah, you go upstairs and there are 7 doors in a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that there's another floor as well.
Okay.
So all of these doors are shut. There are wards above all of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Are they all locked?
You can try them.
All right. Well, I'll take one side of the hallway. You take the other. Try the doorknobs.
Absolutely.
Just like walk down, trying to doing the thief handshake.
Yeah, they are all locked.
All right. This is going to take a little bit, but I'm going to systematically try the keys in each door.
Okay. So the first door opens with like the 3rd key.
Okay.
And you open the door and it looks like it's a bedroom.
Okay.
And there's nothing really out of place. You don't see anything. And you know that the ward above each of the doors is a protection ward. And they're all made better than the one that was downstairs.
I was about to ask that.
Yes. Yes.
So it looks like these wards are. Why would he put a better ward on what looks like a guest bedroom than he would on his own office?
That is an interesting question. Perhaps that could be best answered by the time in which the wards were cast. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps he was somehow altered in between casting these wards. They
Altered.
perhaps he became stronger somehow or weaker.
Interesting. All right. I'll step into the bedroom because I imagine that Silas can't, or will have a very difficult time with it.
Okay.
Step into the bedroom, just like open the closet, look under the bed, just systematically looking around.
You don't find anything.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll move on to the next door after carefully relocking this one.
So as you go down the hallway, you're actually seeing that like they're all bedrooms.
Okay.
So you think that this might be the floor that you would be staying on.
Are there 6 rooms to correspond with the 6 keys?
There are. There's a 7th one, but for some reason that doesn't have a ward above it.
Is the unwarded one also unlocked, or?
It is unlocked.
Okay, I'll open that one as well.
Yeah. You are in Damien's bedroom.
Now that's peculiar. Why would he ward guest bedrooms and not his own?
I'm not sure. Protection wards, clearly.
And good protection wards at that.
Certainly better than the one that was downstairs. But why would he want to protect us?
Or his guests. If
Or
not
his
necessarily
guests
us.
from us, perhaps.
Well, but these are wards to keep things out, not necessarily in. Well, actually, I'm not going to say that. Do they look like wards that are meant to keep things from coming into the door rather than out of?
Yeah, so they're on the hallway side of the door, obviously, and they are definitely made to keep things from getting in.
Okay.
You do see one that would actually let Silas in, but it would keep like other things out.
I'm going to point that out to Silas.
Yes. That's curious. I mean, it's taken into account my condition, which is nice.
But that means that someone knows about your condition.
Yes. Well, Damien most certainly does. I believe I mentioned before that in a moment of weakness that I'm not at all proud of, I did try to suck his blood the first time we met.
Well, it was advantageous in identifying the blood in the office on the
This is
keyboard as
true.
his. So
Yes. So yes, he's aware of my condition.
But he or someone else deliberately warded a room so that you could get in and out, but nothing else of supernatural ilk could.
Perhaps they want to prevent us from. If we've got specific rooms, perhaps there's some sort of fate interlinked with these. I don't know, to keep the rest of us out of each other's rooms, perhaps.
That seems a little too.
Well, if we'd be vulnerable, you see, one locked in our own individual rooms when we think we're most safe.
Well,
I'm just speculating. I haven't the foggiest idea.
and that's all we can really do. I'm gonna like glance at him and then back down at the hallway and listen to see if I can still hear American Idol going.
Oh yeah. It's only been like maybe 15 minutes. It's not been that long while you were checking these rooms. Did you go into all of the guest rooms?
Yes, I would have walked in and checked them.
Okay. In one of the guest rooms is warded against Silas as well. You would have found suitcases.
Oh, like sit back on my heels and look at them. Is there anything special about the suitcases?
They're marked with an SC.
We'll like lean to look out the door and hold one up and say, "I think these are Samantha's."
Yes, and if so, then perhaps these rooms have been locked with keys hidden behind a painting, and yet one of them contains her luggage. And she professes to have no knowledge of these things. The plot thickens.
It does, and I'm going to invade even further on her privacy and open one of the suitcases.
Please do. I shall
Okay.
observe from the hall, since I cannot enter the room.
I mean, assuming it's not like locked with a TSA lock or something.
I would say that probably one of them isn't because she had it as like a carry-on.
Okay, I'll open up her carry-on then.
Okay. You'll find a change of clothing. So like shirt, shorts, all that. She has sleepwear in there as well, maybe because she was worried that somebody would have lost her luggage.
Legit, I do the same thing when I'm traveling.
How much are you looking into this? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like very carefully taking everything out and
Okay.
putting it. It's like stacking it in the order that it came out in, so I can put it back in the same way.
okay. You're not finding anything. Actually, roll investigate a mystery for me.
Cool. That's 8 plus my sharp is 9.
Okay. So you get to ask one question.
What is being concealed here?
I was hoping.
I don't
you
even
would
have
say
to
that.
look. I knew what I was going to.
I was hoping you would say that. So as you are slowly taking things out of her carry-on, you find an area that is like a hidden compartment.
Mm.
And when you open it, you find an ID.
Pull it out and look at it.
You find an FBI ID.
Oh,
Oh,
Granddad, things just got far more interesting. We have an FBI agent in the house.
That's a federal agent, you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually get up and bring it over to him so he can have a look at it.
I don't know if it's entirely advisable that she leaves with full knowledge of us and our whereabouts.
If you can figure out a way to wipe her memory, have at.
I can. I mean, the method is somewhat fatal.
what?
I've never claimed to be a good person.
Neither have I.
Fair.
Which is probably for the best, since I'm overwhelmingly not a good person.
All right.
Mostly a pacifist these days, of course.
Fair enough. I'm going to keep poking through her bag after I very carefully put the ID badge back where it was and like make sure that it looks exactly the way it was when I took it
Okay.
out.
I should like to have a look in Damien's room.
Okay.
Is the name on her badge Samantha C, whatever the C stands for?
Yeah, it's Samantha Crow.
Okay. Boy, now I see why she and Shadow got on.
You want to go watch The Crow again?
Again, for the umpteenth time.
All right. I'm gonna keep like looking through her bag and seeing if there's
Okay.
anything else of interest.
So you would know that there isn't in her carry-on, and her checked luggage was locked. You're pretty sure that it's probably because she has like a firearm in there because she's an FBI agent.
She'd actually be able to carry that onto the plane, so she's probably wearing it.
She might not be
Mm,
because she has reasons for doing things.
fair enough.
Yeah, I know
Most of
that.
us do.
But she may not feel comfortable carrying one on just to not like scare passengers, stuff like that.
Sure.
Especially in the modern day.
Yay!
Yeah.
I mean, speaking as someone who actually has looked into concealed carry stuff, there are lots of ways to carry on without being seen.
Oh, I'm sure. But I think she's just like whatever.
Sure.
But yeah.
All right, then
so-
I'm going to put everything back into the carry-on exactly the way that I found it, zip it, and just like step back a second and look to make sure that it looks about right.
Yeah. I mean, you've done stuff like this before. You know how to put things back the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Danny?
Sorry, Danny.
I was just surprised that Misty doesn't have like the master TSA keys in her pile of stuff. It seems like the sort of thing she would have.
I mean, that's a fair question. Is that something that I would have in my equipment out in the car?
That's up to you, but do you want to risk going out to the car to do that just to go back upstairs and have to walk past a room with all those people in it?
So you said that the way that we could see the people was through the kitchen.
No. I meant that was there. So that room is also off in the foyer. Sorry.
Okay.
The kitchen was in that is off from the big like formal dining room where everybody was hanging out.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave it for now.
Okay.
But I'm going to file it away under very interesting.
Okay.
That would also explain the bug, perhaps, as well.
What do you mean?
The bug behind the light switch.
Maybe she's here to investigate him. I'll ask Filbert later if that sort of bug is FBI standard, or if it's the sort of thing that someone else might have put in.
He's awfully clever. He'll know straight away, my fine boy.
I just like smile, shake my head, step back out, shut and lock the door.
Okay.
He's so dreamy.
There are things that your granddaughter doesn't want to know.
I'm sorry, but you simply must admit he's a fine figure of a man.
Not my type.
Well, your loss.
I think the correct statement is more for you.
My gain, yes.
So
Damien's room, please.
Yes. So you go into Damien's room and it's immaculate. It's very clean. There's not a crease in the bed sheets. Everything is in order.
Well, I should like to have a good rummage around of anything incriminating. Is that all right?
You don't need to roll anything.
Okay.
Tell me what you're looking for, what you're doing.
I would be looking through any kind of documentation,
Okay.
or perhaps evidence of foul play.
Okay. So you're looking through his room, and you see that Damien has a journal.
Ooh.
And that everything else there's nothing else in there really about like documentation or anything, but you did find a journal.
Okay. I should like to have a good browse of said journal.
Okay. So throughout the journal there's different meetings that he has had with different people, because you all know that he's worked with other hunters before. There is descriptions of monsters that have been seen in the past, not just in this area, but all over the place. There is an entry about 2 weeks ago that says, I'm not gonna like go into full detail, but
just the general gist.
Yeah. It basically says that supernatural activity has increased across the globe. Unsure why. Need to look into. And then the next entry is short, and it says, I have a meeting with Bill Ringer. Hope everything's okay. Haven't heard from him in quite a while.
Bill Ringer. I'm gonna take a quick note about that in the little pad I keep in my pocket.
You know,
Yeah.
that name rings a bell.
I was waiting for that.
That actually surprises a little laugh out of Misty before she just like shakes her head.
I knew you were mine. They just offers you a Werther's original.
She takes it and sticks it in one cheek, sucking on it while she's writing down a couple notes.
You will see that the pages after that short one are ripped out.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that one was dated about a week ago.
I still have the UV light that I went out to the car for. I'm going to shine it over the journal and see if I can see any markings of blood or anything like that, or any like
Hidden messages.
Well, are all of the pages after that torn out? Is it like the end of the journal, or are there a couple
No.
pages where something might
Yeah,
have
as
gotten
in like an
written on?
impression.
Yeah.
There is a an area where pages have been written out, but then there are blank pages after it.
Okay, I'm gonna like. I'll shine the UV light on it first, and then try the pencil shavings trick.
Yes, I was going to say, do you have a pencil?
So you don't find blood on it at
Okay.
all. When you do the pencil shaving, it doesn't look like he's written hard, but you see some places where it's a little more indented, and you see it says Bill Ringer, not what he says he is.
I should think not with a name like Bill Ringer.
Well, but this is someone that he knew prior who has changed, and I think we should see if we can find out who this Bill Ringer person is.
Yes. Do you think we should confront them? I mean, it might be better to get all the cards on the table.
Yes, maybe, but if there's an entity that has taken over Damien, letting it know straight out that we know will provoke a fight.
To continue the metaphor, we don't want to tip our hand too soon.
Exactly.
I agree. Well, is there some way we could alert our fellows without...
Not until American Idol is over, I'm sure.
I suppose so, yes.
Why don't in the meantime we check the rest of the house? See what we can find.
What's up? There's another floor, I believe.
There's another floor.
Staircase up, yes.
See if we can find a way into an attic or something.
Okay, so you are heading upstairs, and it actually looks like the attic has been turned into like a living space, that there are just stairs that lead to the attic.
Okay.
And it's not very fancy. It looks like maybe he's still working on it. He has different like
Adam in his basement.
Yes. But you also find like newspaper articles and like some different logs about like different creatures. It looks like whenever he's done with a journal, he kind of files it away up here.
Okay.
And he has journals dating back to high school. So
there's like so there's like 5 journals.
Well, this shouldn't take too long to get through.
He also has like different books he's picked up along the way. Some of them you recognize because you actually gave him some. Some of them it looks like when things and information in books are fake.
Yep.
And he has some of them labeled with like little stickers that it looks like he knows which ones are fake, but he keeps them just in case.
Sure. There was something in the journal from 2 weeks ago about supernatural activity increasing. Is this something that we observed in Ohio as well?
Kentucky,
excuse me. Whatever the frick we're from. I live in California. I don't care about things over on that side of the
everything's west of east of me is just Ohio.
It's all Ohio.
Okay, look, I'm from Alaska. The lower 48 is just sort of a place we don't go.
Until right now.
And that is what we call it. We call it the lower 48 or outside.
I'm from England. You kicked us all out 200 years ago. I ain't got a clue.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's all the same to me.
Correct.
I apologize. I recognize that there are, of course, distinct cultural and differences between.
I mean, there are, but there's no way that we could tell the cultural differences in the different areas of the UK.
That's
so
true.
No, I have no clue. I want to learn. I want to be better.
Aw.
Until then, I'll just offend everybody.
You're not offending anybody. It's fine.
But is it something that we observed in Kentucky?
You haven't really observed it much because you've only had really like the 2 cases right now. You know that there have been like minor increases. Shadows talked about how some areas of his organization have like been hit harder than others. But for the most part in that specific area you seem to be okay.
Okay, so is it would I imply then? Would the implication that I would take from that then be that the supernatural activities here in this area of Virginia have increased?
So the only thing that it said in the journal is that he has talked to other hunters, and in these different areas have been increase in supernatural activity.
Okay.
And you know he has contacts like all over the place.
Okay.
Because he's been very much trying to help as much as possible, even when some people do not want his help.
And imagine what that's like. All right.
Good night, Leo.
Kiddo. Is there anything that he has marked that looks interesting? It's a broad question, I know, but
it is. You, where are you looking right now?
I'm gonna poke through the books that he has marked with various stickers, not the journals, but the like research books that he has. Does anything look like it's been recently pulled out or has been looking through? Anything along those lines?
Yeah, you would find one that's sticking out a little bit, that looks like it's had pages just like sticking out of it, like loose paper.
Loose paper that might have been torn out of the back of that journal?
It doesn't look like it's from that journal, but it does look like his handwriting.
All right, I'll pull out that book and open it and like look through the pages and see what it's all about.
So you would know that currently he was looking at shapeshifters.
There we are.
Yeah. You see the name Bill Ringer show up again.
Mm-hmm.
And just
the
like
improbably named Bill Ringer.
Sometimes people just have weird names, Granddad.
This is true. This is exceedingly true. I, for example, once knew a man who rejoiced in the moniker Jambalaya Pendergrass.
I mean, a truly absurd name, but I'm sure it got a laugh everywhere he went.
But yeah, so you'll now know from this book, and he has this one marked as like, it was actually one of your books that you gave him. So you know like the information in it, where some of it might be faulty, but there's a lot of truth into it as well.
Okay. Do we know ways to determine who might be a shapeshifter?
The ways that you would know is while they take on the look of a person, their mannerisms and the way they act are not always the same. Like it's loosely the same, but they have different, maybe like emotional reactions to things that aren't what the other person would have done.
Misty.
Okay. Hmm?
This Silas pulls a silver dagger out of his pocket. I found this in the study. I think our host, if he is indeed still our host, was onto something with these. Perhaps we should use this implement somehow to find out who is the shapeshifter.
I just want to make absolutely sure that I'm understanding what you're saying. Are you suggesting that we stab him?
No, not at all. No. Well, I mean, if it becomes necessary to stab him, then of course, yes, we should stab him. But perhaps the merest touch of silver, perhaps, would cause some kind of reaction.
Is there any research that we know of that would indicate something like that shapeshifters are averse to silver?
Yes.
Okay.
You would know that usually it hurts shapeshifters. It's usually one of those things that usually they can't touch it, but also it usually does more harm if it's like embedded into them, obviously.
Actually used.
Yeah.
Yes. Well.
So then I propose a test.
You would also know that shapeshifters need to have their a link with the person that's alive so that they can like tap into certain memories.
How much do you want to bet that at least one person is captive in the basement?
Yes, I would place rather a large wager on that, actually.
As would I. So I have a suggestion. If shapeshifters have a difficult time even touching Silver, they're all rather entranced by American Idol at the moment. Coming up behind them and just laying it on the side of their neck might provoke a reaction.
Do you know, I thought exactly the same thing, to the letter. You truly are a scion of fruit of my loins.
Please never phrase it like that again.
Well,
It's accurate, but also mildly disturbing.
I apologize. I merely meant to express how proud I am of you.
Thank you, Granddad.
You're very welcome, my dear.
I'm gonna just shift back to the group downstairs. What are you all doing?
Probably a good choice.
Having to hang out, listen to us. I'm sorry.
Guess what we're doing? We're watching some American Idol.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long has it been? Is American Idol still on?
I would say that with checking all the rooms, locking everything back as you were going, American Idol's probably very close to being over.
I can't believe Kimmy is singing Imagine. This is the 5th time this season that this song has been sung. She needs to take a risk. She ain't gonna make it to the top 10 on this.
She may not make it to the end of today's show.
That's what I'm saying, Lacey. Yes. Very observant. You're getting better.
Samantha's...
Or,
Oh, go ahead.
Observant or, ability to divine the future. One of the two.
Oh, damn.
Samantha stands up after a little bit and starts to walk out.
Hey, Samantha. I know this song's been sung a lot of times, very repetitive, but Kimmy is. I mean, she's making it to the final 3. We can all admit that, right?
It's not.
Don't you be ridiculous, Filbert. Did you see that asinine excuse for a performance?
Wait,
That was no John Lennon standing there.
Well, I mean, it's a different take on the Shadow. It's not like she's trying to do a 1-for-1 mimic.
I was not spirited away.
I for 3.5 minutes, I have just been.
I think it's all about John. That John, he brought it. He brought the thunder.
Let me just scroll through real quick and see
We
if John.
don't get enough Genesis. It's not enough Genesis being played.
Oh, you mean John Lennon?
Which
No,
which Genesis song was it?
Filbert knows.
Oh,
I'll throw
What was
Land of
it, Filbert?
Confusion, right? Or was it Jesus He Knows Me? One of those two.
oh, which Genesis song did John sing?
Yeah, not John Lennon. John on American Idol.
Oh, yeah, John on American Idol saying "I Can't Dance."
That is a Genesis song and a good one.
Yeah, but John did not do very well, so John is not making it to the top 10 tonight. Samantha, get your butt back here. Pop a squat on this couch. You need to witness this performance right here that I forget her name already. Kimmy is singing at the moment.
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay, I'll come watch it. I'm not gonna come into the I'm not coming into the bathroom. Let me get ahead of that. I'm coming to like the room connecting to the bathroom to make sure no ghost gets you.
Filbert.
She's okay. Hey, Shadow, I'm kind of confused. If somebody is leaving during this performance, it's got to be for they're up to no good.
She's not good.
I'm not a peeper or anything. I just wanted to
Filbert,
what? Yeah.
did you not tell me that it is customary for human females to attend bathrooms in groups?
I did tell you that, Lace. So maybe I don't know if that maps up to house parties, with like individual bathrums. But I mean, maybe I don't know.
So you all are doing this, and Samantha just leaves. She's like,
Lace,
I can't do this.
Lace, be her number 2.
No,
Hopefully she ain't gotta make a number 2.
I'm fine.
I mean, y'all can have like your girl talk. I think Lace said I think girls usually go together. I think.
Well, I will get up and
please.
follow.
No, I'm fine. Oh my god, can I use the bathroom in peace?
No.
I don't think so, because this is a beautiful performance. You're leaving on as highly suspect. There are ghosts in this house. There is a multitude of reasons why you cannot use the restroom in peace tonight. I apologize. It's for your safety and our mental saneness.
You're a pervert.
No, I'm not. I'm not going in the bathroom with you. I am sending Layseth with you. It's
Completely different.
It's completely different.
I mean, Samantha's gonna walk to the bathroom.
I'll follow her.
Okay, that's fine. But once she gets to the bathroom door, she is going to shut it and lock it so that she can use the bathroom.
Layseth,
Clever
I think that like you can like chit chat with her through the door. I think that's okay for a house party. I gotta say, I'm kind of stretching my abilities for a female at a house party. I don't really know the code, but I
Should
think
I perhaps wait for Misty's input then on this particular?
she's
instance?
gone. She's upstairs. I don't know where Misty is.
Wait,
Is it best to simply
Misty's
wait here?
upstairs? That was Damien.
Yeah, I think she's like creeping through the rooms or something.
What the heck?
I'm gonna punch you.
Damien
I'm not going to
starts
stop
get
you.
up
I'm not even going to stop you, dear.
Thank
and
you.
go upstairs.
Damien, you're really just gonna leave us here? That's kind of that's kind of rude.
That's very rude. Kimmy is in the middle of Imagine. She has still got 90 full seconds, 90 glorious god dang seconds of Imagine left.
Hey, Adam, guess what? He pauses it.
Damien, I was watching that.
How on earth did you do that?
You can't pause.
Pausing a live broadcast?
You can't pause a song halfway through it. I'm gonna have to start this whole thing from the beginning again.
No.
Yes. Let's up. Yes. That's how humans and mortals do it. You can't just
Oh.
continue a song halfway through.
I
I'm sorry.
love
But
that
I know
was
what
just an
happened before this
imperative.
point.
Hey, Layseth. All right. So, okay. So, all right. We got a lot of moving parts right here. So, Filbert and Shadow are in the living room watching the
Yes.
TV that is paused.
Yes.
Damien has walked up the stairs to confront Misty and Silas.
Yes.
Layseth has walked to the bathroom on the ground floor to confront or follow or shadow Samantha.
Yes.
Okay.
We have split the party 3 ways.
Yes, I think we've got it. Okay.
Enjoy.
Enjoy, Dragon Bait. Continue, please.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
The
You're
moment
not.
that
It's
he's
fun.
paused, I am disillusioned. I am no longer interested. I realized how long it has been, and I looked disgruntled and a little embarrassed. I'm like, what the hell? Just when it was finally getting good, too. And I just stand back and light a cigarette, and I'm like, looking around. Where the hell
Smoking
Damien
in his
go?
house.
Where's everybody else at? Yeah, I'm just smoking a cigarette.
Damien went to go find Misty and Silas. Layseth went to find Samantha. I'm gonna try to unpause this. He took the remote with him, so I'm gonna see if the box can do it.
Was this last week's episode? It's not even 9 yet.
Well, no, it was today's episode. American Idol's at 8 o'clock, Shadow.
Yeah, we
Damien-
switched time zones, Filbert.
No,
No,
it's 8 o'clock this time zone for narrative reasons, and he recorded the full hour
Did you
at
just break the fourth wall?
no, and at 9 he kicked everybody out so he could watch it and skip through the commercials. He paused it. I'm trying to unpause this dang thing, and I'm like pressing the DirecTV box. There's only one button on this box though, so I can't figure out how to unpause it without the remote.
Yeah, there's one button and you turned it off.
I turned it off and back on, off and back on.
So
And
we're
it's
really,
like-
so we're really just gonna stay in this haunted house. I mean, if there's really ghosts around here, we should probably do something, don't you think?
Shadow, I'm trying to get
Filbert,
the
stop
American
yelling.
Idol
Why do you have
back
to
on.
yell every time.
I'm trying to get the American Idol back on. You're talking about ghosts. We can take care of ghosts Higgledy piggledy. It's fine. It's easy. We shoot them with my shotgun, with my assault rounds. It's fine.
And where's your shotgun?
It's in the car. I'll
And
get
where's
that.
the car?
It's parked in the parking garage.
Like 100 yards away.
It's not that far.
Adam, there is no parking garage. This is somebody's house. Not
It's
a
just
giant
parked out
building.
front.
Yeah.
It's not very far away. I'm telling you, Shadow. The most pressing concern right now is getting this dang show on pause so we can watch the rest of Imagine by Kimmy.
Oh my goodness.
It's Kimmy Gabriella. She's making it to the final 3. I'm telling you, Shadow.
I assume at some point Samantha has to come out of the restroom.
Someone's got to.
Samantha
Someone's
does
got
come out
to.
of-
Someone break this.
Someone needs to progress this narrative.
She does come out. She's kind of surprised. She's like, "Oh, hello.
Hello. I believe it is my turn now.
Oh, yeah." And she lets you go in.
Does she head back towards the living room with the television?
No, she'll wait for you.
Aww.
Well, I actually have no need to use the facilities in my divine form, so I will simply wash my hands.
Okay, you wash your hands and come right back out. And you both walk back into the room with Shadow and Filbert yelling at each other.
Just hit the damn thing. It's probably you're not pressing the right button.
They're the one goddamn button.
The plus
Shadow.
button. The plus. It's like a cross.
It's not. It says DirecTV on this one
No.
button.
Oh my god. By the triangle. The little triangle.
Oh, there are more buttons, but they're flush and they're matte buttons, so I didn't see. Oh, here we go. I'll press the play button.
How have you made it this far?
I don't. Hey, I don't have DirecTV, Shadow.
I love that he's our hacker.
Right?
Hey, Samantha.
But I don't have DirecTV,
Hi, Shadow.
Layseth.
Is everything okay?
Yes, it's fine. Filbert's just having a moment.
He does that.
I've noticed.
But he is quite knowledgeable.
Not about DirecTV, apparently.
Well, but now you have learned.
Also,
correct?
another sponsor.
And my name is Silas Lancaster,
Uh,
and I endorse DirecTV. I don't know what it is, but I could really use some money. If you
my
wouldn't
God.
mind
Do
sending
we-
checks to Silas Lancaster, 123.
Do
the
we
address.
hear Damien coming?
Damien is coming up the stairs and he's walking like toward his bedroom because he doesn't know where you guys are right now.
Okay.
As I'm pressing the buttons, I think I would be, I would be tuned in enough to at least like know Damien was going to them, and at least like shout out like, "Hey, Damien, I got it going again. You're gonna want to come back downstairs and come watch it."
All right. Do we hear that? Because I mean,
So-
he's yelling up the stairs.
Yeah, he is up the stairs. You're on the 3rd floor, which is kind of a half floor, really. I would say you heard that.
There's
yeah.
3 floors.
How
How
did you
have I
miss
been
that?
missing all of this?
You just haven't been paying attention, my friend.
I've been googling
Fuck.
American Idol stats.
You're far too busy riffing about American Idol.
I literally have the top 20 pulled up on my 2020 American Idol.
Where?
Adam,
Instead
I
of
love
listening-
you.
Instead of listening to that
Fantastic.
shit, you should perhaps listen to the Keeper.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So basically, there's the bottom floor with like the big dining room, the living room, all
Okay.
that
Yeah.
shit. The next floor has what did you say?
Bedrooms.
7 bedrooms.
Yeah,
Yep.
7 bedrooms.
Seven bedrooms, 6 of which are warded, 1 of which isn't. The one that
Okay.
isn't is
Yep.
Damien's, and then up
Yep.
that is the attic where we found all of the information about
I-
shapeshifters.
Fully apologize. I was deep delving into American Idol lore for my character. I'm sorry. And continue, please.
For your
Literally
character,
could've-
right.
So here's the thing. You looked up 2020 stats for American Idol. We are in a pandemic in 2020.
It's still
Your
going on
characters
though.
are
It's
not.
still going on somehow.
They're doing it remotely, yeah.
Yeah, they are. I know what they are, but
They can't just sit idly by.
Oh,
Ejected from Zoom.
Hey, that's
Where's Jeremy's ejector
that's
seat
gimmick
button?
infringement, man. I do the
and
crappy
then
puns around here.
Shadow died.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
yeah, this is my lane. God.
So yeah,
God, Shadow.
you would have heard him say, "Hey, Damien."
Okay. So I'm gonna like look over at Silas and be like,
Yes. Plausible deniability, my dear girl. We're just checking our rooms.
let's give him a moment to see if he goes into his room and then follow up on that.
I may have a plan, but yes, we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
I
good.
think I think we should do the silver check as soon as possible.
I agree.
All right. So I'm gonna like edge over so I can peek down the stairs because Damien's room was fairly close to the attic stairs, right?
It's actually, yeah. So his would have been the closest to the attic stairs.
Okay, so I'm gonna like peek out and see if I can see, if he goes into his room.
He does, and he shuts the door behind him.
Cool. Once the door is shut, I'll like creep down as quietly as possible, try to avoid any like squeaky stair bits that I found earlier.
Okay. You do that.
Okay,
I've snuck around a big house before.
Doesn't surprise me.
I grew up in a
Silas-
big house.
Silas is going to do the same thing, just sort of down the stairs. And
Nosferatu
then-
down the stairs.
he's going to Nosferatu down the stairs. And then try and make like he's just come out of his room and like make a big show of closing the door behind him and stuff.
Those doors were locked, weren't they?
Yes.
But we all had keys because we took them out behind the painting, right?
Yes, but
He knew that
Well-
because we confronted him about it repeatedly.
Just tell him that, yeah.
Yeah, so
we came up to see if the keys went to these doors.
and they did. So mission solved. So
Yes, but here's a problem with that. One of those keys also goes to Samantha's room, and I don't think she wants us. I don't think we want her to know that we got into her room.
This is true. If we're going to apply the, if we
Let's just-
sorry,
let's just-
let me
let's
go
just-
back into character for a moment. If we're going
Let's
to
just-
apply the silver test to this fellow immediately, it might be better to do it while they're separated.
That's a good point. Why don't we then pretend that we've just come up from downstairs and knock on his
Okay.
door and ask a stupid question?
All right. Yes. Would you like to take the lead on the stupid questions, or do you think that's more in my line?
I have too many comments to even begin to say anything. How about you take the lead on that? You're better at obfuscating than I am.
Yes, I dare say that's the case. Silas just walks up and starts rapping on the door, bold as brass. Young master, Master Damien, are you in there?
No one answers.
Master Damien, I really must insist. I could use your help immediately. I'm coming in.
Is the door locked?
No.
Okay, Silas opens the door.
I am a second behind him.
The room is empty, except for a pile of clothes on the floor.
Oh dear.
Well, that rather solidifies that, doesn't it?
I think we've found our prime candidate.
Adam, do you have a question?
I thought this guy was on the up and up.
This is what happens when all you do is Google American Idol.
No, before the American Idol even became a part of our sponsorships or anti-sponsorships, however that works, I thought this guy was on the up and up.
My dear boy, for a conspiracy theorist, you really are rather naive.
We did investigate a mystery on him, and it seemed he was on the up and up.
He was clearly full of bullshit from the very beginning. I don't know where you formed this opinion, my dear boy. However, you're not in the room, so I guess I should stop
I'm
addressing
downstairs watching fucking Kimmy singing
Silas-
Imagine.
Silas is just bellowing this down the stairs. Phil, he was a bloody rotter from the very get-go.
Do we know from what was in that book, and I imagine Silas would know this because it was his book at some point, what a shapeshifter looks like when it's not in the shape of a person?
It's gross looking.
Fantastic. Lay it on me.
Yeah.
It's
So they're usually some disformed, like, humanoid creature. Their features are not, like, fully there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the Doctor Who? I'm sure you
Yes.
have. The Silence?
Oh, gods!
Yeah, they kind of
Oh.
look like that. Now, let me be honest. That might not be what they look like in lore, but that's what they look like to me.
You know what?
Okay.
it's your law.
It made me have an immediate reaction, so it works.
Yeah. So they kind of look like that, almost featureless, wrinkly, like awful looking alien thingies.
Okay, is there a so it was just like a minute ago that we saw him go in.
Yes.
Is there a window in this room, and is that window open?
There is a window. It is not open.
All right, I'm gonna go over and I'm looking around as I'm walking through to see if I could spot this thing, and like Silas, close the door.
Yeah, Silas is going to close the door and stand physically in front of it
Mm-hmm.
on the inside.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk over to the window and see if there's any sign of something going out of it.
Yeah. There is no sign. The window is locked. It almost looks like it was accidentally painted shut.
That sounds about right. I'm gonna turn around and pull my cell phone out and shoot a text down to Filbert and Shadow.
Oh, that's rather clever.
Certainly beats bellowing down the stairs.
I'm sorry. Have you tried operating a touchscreen with fingers that have been dead for 60 years? It's really rather difficult.
No, I haven't.
No, I do have some spares in a jar back at home. Actually, I could lend you.
I mean, for the sake of experimentation, maybe at some point.
Why do you have that?
Magical reasons.
Of course. But I'm gonna text Filbert and Shadow and say the person that we've known as Damien is a shapeshifter, and it's somewhere either in the house or on the grounds.
I text back saying that Julia Gargano is currently singing "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus. So as I'm typing back, I'm actually Filbert's actually a pretty quick texter.
I believe it.
So he texts back really quickly. Julia Gargano, whatever the hell last name I just said, is currently singing "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus. So text me back in 3.5 minutes.
I'm like, I will come down there and put a sledgehammer through that television.
That
No,
might
better
be
yet.
what it takes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Do you
So
think
what
we should? Do you think we should let the FBI agent in on this? Since if I'm going to have to stab somebody to death in their own home in a short amount of time, it's probably better that we have the law either out of the way or at least in on what this danger is.
I'm not convinced that this is the only shapeshifter.
You could be correct, but in either case, we need to have the rest of the team on their toes.
Yes. Well, Shadow and Filbert know now. Did I get a text back from Shadow?
I think if we both got the text message at the same time, I would just look at Filbert. And
I
Yeah,
got it.
but-
I got
but-
it. I'll text them back, Shadow. Don't you worry.
Both of your
Wait,
text
I'm
message
going
tones
to-
go off at the same time.
I'm going to just go up there and check it out.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
care too much for this song anyhow.
It's
Wait, are
"Wrecking
we-
Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus.
I'm
If-
out. I'm
if
out.
you-
I'm walking.
But we have discovered how to pause this machine. We can watch it again
I
and
don't.
again and again.
I don't know how to pause it. I know how to play it. I don't know how to pause it. I ain't figured that out yet.
But I feel we should follow Shadow.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't respond though. I would just
I go up to the box and press a couple buttons and eventually pause it. Okay, lead the way. We're gonna have to start that song from the beginning though.
Yes, absolutely.
All
It
right,
is a wonderful song.
let's go find him. Samantha, come
Yes?
on.
Okay.
It's paused. Come on.
She follows you upstairs. She didn't get a text message, so she doesn't know what's going on.
Just
Well, and
come
Lisa-
on,
and
Samantha.
Lisa
doesn't
doesn't
know
know
either.
either.
Yeah, that's true.
She doesn't have a phone. Of course, I'm not going to try to text her.
And what did it say specifically?
That the person that we've known that we've been seeing as Damien is a shapeshifter and maybe and is somewhere either on the house in the house or on the grounds.
All right, I'm just gonna be like, so when I get up to go investigate, I'm gonna be like, Damien, and I pull out my sword, and I'm walking with my sword out in front of me as I walk down the hall.
In front of an FBI agent.
Now
We don't know that.
Nope.
Nope.
None of the other people stay the night.
No, everybody in this
Only
group,
us.
including Samantha and
The
Damien.
only people that stayed.
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah. So if that is the case, and I know that, then yeah, definitely I'm doing that. As long as it's not just other people sleeping, I don't think he would do that. But if it's just only these people, yeah, he's like, Damien, where are you, Damien? And I'm like halfway sounding like intimidating, but also seriously just like wanting him to respond, like wondering where he's at. I have the sword out.
A game? Is there something wrong with Damien? Are we trying to
No,
find him?
they said
Something's
Damien. I look at Samantha and then kind of whisper to Lisa. They said Damien's a shapeshifter.
Oh, well, that's inconvenient.
Yeah. So if you got any silver, go ahead and whip that out, cause
She reaches in her pocket and pulls out a silver coin.
I guess okay. I guess you just.
come out to play.
I guess if
This house is gonna be haunted.
I guess if you if you hit him with that coin really hard, I guess it'll hurt.
Would Layseth know that shapeshifters are injured by silver?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're divine. Come on.
That's what I figured. But she says, Samantha, would you carry this for me?
Sure.
Ooh.
She takes it.
All right. Anything?
Doesn't- Nope.
All right.
Interesting.
This is good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you for carrying my coin.
It was very
Really
heavy.
cool.
Indeed, it's an antique.
Oh, nice. Do you want me to keep a hold of it? Do you want it back?
Just for a few moments until we find Damien.
Okay.
I need to give that to him, but I thought you might enjoy seeing it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's beautiful. She's following you guys upstairs as Shadow creepily calls for Damien, which you don't get an answer. Actually, you hear some rattling as you're calling the name.
I hear rattling,
Yes,
like the house was rattling.
a little bit. It sounds like it might be coming from some pipes in the wall.
Does it sound like pipe,
Oh.
or does it sound like a rattlesnake?
No, it
No.
doesn't sound like a rattlesnake.
Cool.
No,
just
it sounds
checking.
like the thing DB said.
We really need to check the basement like ASAP.
Did
Yes.
the other two of you follow behind me?
Yes.
Okay, hey, Misty, Silas, come on down, meet us.
Come
I kn-
on down.
Yeah, I know you sent me a text message because I think it's just faster if I just yell real loud.
Shh, do you hear
I'm-
that?
This is what I was telling
The
you.
house is rattling.
The house is rattling. Just come down to us, please, Misty and Silas, so we can all be together.
I'm gonna
Philbin, is that your dulcet tones I can hear, my
That
boy?
is-
I'm
that
coming.
is-
I'm coming.
Oh God.
That is me, of course. Yes. Oh, we're all together now. On the second floor.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh
It
God.
sounds like Silas left the room first.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
That would be
So-
my guess.
So as Silas has left, Misty, you are grabbed. And you
Damn
are
it.
knocked out.
Am I able to make a noise?
No, they cover your mouth.
So I had my back to the window. Like I didn't move away from the window that I was
Mhm.
at.
Mm-hmm. There was a wardrobe right next to it.
So I didn't see something out of my peripheral vision.
Nope. They grabbed you.
Okay, sure. DM Fiat, I'll roll with that.
And Misty follows out.
Hey, Silas, Misty. There. Okay, so there's some rattling going on in the pipes. There's a shapeshifter amongst us. It's not Samantha. We already tested her with the silver coin, so that's cool. Hey, Samantha, there's shapeshifters don't like silver, so you can go ahead and give that on back to Layseth. Layseth was doing a ruse to
Give
check.
it back to her. She gives it back to her.
Well, now that you've told me that, I feel that it's time for me to place some more cards upon the table. Now, Samantha, I told you at the time in the office that I thought you were concealing something from us, and it found out to be true. You are a federal agent, are you not?
I am.
What the
Yes.
fuck?
Yeah, what?
I was waiting for that.
You
What
must
do you mean you're a federal agent?
be fresh out of the academy because it takes 5 to 6 years to become a federal agent. I googled that too.
Well, it's a 5-year reunion.
real precocious sort, huh?
Yeah, I am. I got back from a job in California and came home. I'm a part of a special part of the FBI that investigates monsters. And
Son of a bitch.
No,
No.
it's okay.
No.
That all tracks. Yeah. I knew that. So what's the? I know you got a good acronym, right? What's your acronym of your, like, MH Monster Hunter Bureau, like MHB, or what's your cool? What's your cool?
close.
Yeah.
It's MHS.
Monster Hunter. I don't know what that is. What could the S be?
The
Squad.
massive head squad.
Massive Head Squad. Okay, cool. Well, real quick, since I did get a text message about a shapeshifter, we're gonna have to go ahead and just pass around that silver coin real quick. So everyone just go ahead and grab that bad boy real quick, and we'll just all prove we're all on the up and up, and then from there we can go on about the investigation.
I'm not sure that's entirely necessary. I was just in the same room as Misty there. I mean,
That's
No.
completely unnecessary. Silas and I can verify for each other.
I do
No,
wish you'd
I
call me
mean-
Granddad.
I'm not just talking
Of course,
about you two. I'm talking
Granddad.
about like all 6 of us right here. It'd be weird if we like did us 4 and then skipped you 2. That wouldn't make any sense at all.
No, well, all right. I
All
mean,
right.
I do have this, and then Silas pulls out a silver dagger.
And Misty just like leans back a little bit.
So Layseth is currently hoarding the coin. Like, Layseth, go ahead and hand it over to me. I'll prove I'm on the up and up. So look, I'm holding it. My fingers ain't burned. I'm good. Samantha, you want to go ahead and grab this
I
real quick?
take it.
There you go.
And again, she's like,
You said
I
you don't
know.
believe in monsters and ghosts.
listen. I hand it to Shadow.
Misty, you might as well take this while I'm here.
Yeah, he grabs it.
I had to
I'm
say that.
good, thank you.
Come on now, we've all shown willing, I suppose. I was perhaps I was hasty. We're all amongst friends here. What's touching a little bit of silver gonna do?
I don't have anything to prove to you lot. I'm not going to.
Now, Misty, I know you're like,
Okay, Silas is not having this. He's like, young lady, who will touch the silver? I'm gonna roll for mental domination.
oh dang.
Can't.
Nice.
Wait, what?
He can't.
Why?
I can't.
Because it says that against hunters it doesn't work.
Well, it says hunters can choose. But
Oh.
if they do what the mental domination is, then they mark experience.
And they have to be hunters.
That's true. Yeah, if they're not a hunter anymore.
But does it work against monsters?
Doesn't say. Just says I can give it maybe only against
I mean,
normos.
We call them normies.
They
Normos.
only work
like
against
that, though.
normos. Got it.
Okay, only works against normos.
But I just don't. I mean, Misty, I know. All of us know. Like I mean, why would we just like skip it? That'd be weird, right?
Silas is just gonna like reach out and like to grab her and not stab, but just touch her with the flat of the blade or whatever.
She's gonna fight back, mate.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Never had this. Garundu, I think you have to roll kick some ass.
I think I do too. But I also,
do I do
I
an
also-
opposed
Yeah, I
kick some
think.
ass?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Technically, you're a monster, so if his rolls are bad, you get to decide what happens.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like there's no like opposed rolls. It's just
No.
if the hunter rolls bad.
Okay.
consequences. Yeah.
Consequences.
I will also say, after leveling up after the first session, because I was rolling so horrendously,
Yeah.
I chose to kick some ass plus weird instead of tough.
Okay.
Oh no!
Nice.
And Silas
Nice.
is anything.
He's
if
like
not
I am
anything,
on
he is
weird.
weird.
I am far
Plus
from
3 on
mundane.
weird.
I am indeed. And that's a 10 plus 3.
Okay, so instead of picking an enhanced effect, you completely hold the advantage. All hunters involved in the fight get +1 forward, or you suffer no harm at all, or your attack inflicts double damage, or your attack drives the enemy away.
Uh,
I think I should like to inflict double damage.
You're gonna stab your granddaughter.
Well, is she my granddaughter? That's the question.
What? You think she might be?
I think Silas would realize like the fact that Misty wouldn't even touch Silver, and we
didn't call
know
him
we're
Brandon.
hunting a shapeshifter. I think
Yeah.
that would justify Silas
Yeah,
being like
gonna-
it would make no sense for Misty to not touch the Silver to disapprove.
Right. No, it does. So you.
What have you done to my granddaughter?
Stab in the face, apparently.
So you're gonna take. Well, I'll write this down. You take +2 harm.
Okay,
You don't.
which-
I do. So.
Right.
Okay.
And as this happens, you see, like Misty's flesh start to like bubble, and she lets out a hellacious scream, and then starts running away.
Great Scott, after her!
I want to throw my sword at her.
Ooh! Roll to kick some ass.
I already had it out and everything.
You did.
Shadow always has his sword out. Let's be honest. He
Basically.
is always half an action away from pulling that bad boy out.
Unsheathed and ready for action.
Okay. So just roll, kick some ass, and then what is
Yeah.
that? Tough? Okay.
Yeah, it's plus tough.
So I got 4 + 1 is 5, and then I inflict +1 harm and get +1. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have to hit before I can inflict harm, right?
Yeah. So you rolled. What was it? I'm sorry.
A total of 5 with my bonus.
Yeah, you miss.
Okay, so yeah,
Because
just
it's on
throw
a
the
plus,
sword.
it's on a +7.
Okay.
Yeah, and your sword clatters to the ground as Misty dodges out of the way. Give me one
Okay.
second. I need to look something up.
She's getting away. Get her.
Oh man, I was not expecting this right now.
I don't know why.
You guys are awesome. It's going so well.
That's a sentence.
That's a sentence.
Not necessarily an accurate one. But yeah, it is a sentence.
Oh, so since I failed it, do I get like a little thing?
Yeah, you
If you
get
fail, you
experience.
get
Experience.
+1 experience. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm keeping track of that now, everybody.
Oh, when you
Since
filled
we're
all
now,
5
like-
experience boxes.
Yes, since
Yeah.
we're now like a thing, I'm now keeping track of all my stuff very well.
Good. I'm proud of you. You should have been doing that from the beginning.
Well, at the time it was a
probably would've-
1-shot, and then it turned to
And then
like,
it came into a 2-shot,
a
which is
2-shot,
now a 3-shot,
and now it's
it's
like
now-
a thing. So like now I'm really keeping track of
You
my
have,
stuff.
You've barely been doing that during the session for what's been going on. So I mean, well done.
I
Well
was
done, Adam.
googling American Idol stats, Gerundu.
You should have been listening to the keeper, Adam.
It's actually very traditional with Quest and Chaos stuff for it to go way longer. We had the 9-part 3-shot for Saltmarsh. It was only going to be 3 parts. I wrapped it up in 3 parts, but then pandemic happened, and we were all like, "Oh well, shift programming."
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I remember you saying this is like a 3-part one shot, and then like every other day I would see Quest and Chaos goes live with like my go live notification. And it was the same campaign. I was like, I don't think that's supposed to still be going on.
It wasn't supposed to be, but we ran through a lot of Saltmarsh in 9 episodes.
I mean, makes sense. So Filbert, Laceth, Garundu,
Yeah.
Silas.
Yes.
Are you 3 doing anything? Because if not, Samantha's going to.
I want to follow her to run after
Yeah, give
Okay.
chase.
the former Misty
Okay.
with my sword drawn.
Okay. Okay. Samantha's gonna be like right beside you.
Okay.
She has drawn a gun.
Oh,
Yep. And
I
is
don't know
running.
if that will be effective, but
You don't know what I got.
all right,
She might have silver bullets.
indeed. All right, let's.
So he is heading toward, or Misty is heading towards a window that's at the end of the hallway.
So
Oh, well, let's run as fast as I can.
Yep.
yeah, so I've read about this sort of thing, right?
Of course.
Like as the expert, I've read about this sort of thing as one of my moves, which means that when I take the act under pressure, I can roll plus sharp instead of plus cool.
Okay.
So I've read about this sort of thing, Dragonbait. I would like to try to tackle the foe Misty.
So that would be kick some ass, not act under pressure.
Dang it, Dragonbait.
Let me see.
I'm not good at kicking ass,
I
especially
would
without my shotgun.
So I
Fair.
would say that this is kind of act under pressure because you're kind of shocked about what has happened. You just saw your friend stab your other friend with a.
I'm
Yeah.
more so than like trying to like kick Misty's ass.
Yeah, I would
I'm
say
trying to
you're
like.
trying to.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
awesome. I'm gonna use Roll20 just because I've got it up on the stream, so I will.
Adam.
It was a 9. Plus, since I get to roll the sharp as a +2 is 11.
Okay. So you do what you set out to do, and you tackle this creature to the ground.
That means that I can catch up.
Yes, you and Samantha can catch up.
All right, well, I'm going to stab her with my sword.
Okay, you stab her with your sword. Is your sword made out of silver?
8. No, but it is holy.
Doesn't really work for this creature because this creature isn't like undead or anything, but I'll still say it gives like +1 harm.
Okay.
So,
So that was 8 plus tough is 10.
okay. So on a 10, choose one effect. You gain advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, which is +1. You suffer less harm because this creature is going to try and attack you. You force them where you want to.
I'm going to inflict terrible harm.
Okay? So this creature will slash at you with claws kind of
Aw.
around Filbert.
Okay.
For +1.
I do have 1 armor, so
Yep, you're
no
good.
damage.
And you will do +2 harm to them. Okay. So Samantha's gonna run up and go, we probably shouldn't kill this thing yet until we find out where the real Misty is.
Stab, stab, stab.
All right.
What did you do to my granddaughter? Where's the rest of them?
And where Ashford is.
And you probably don't have much experience with monsters. We kill it now or it's going to kill us first.
Well, no, she does have a point. We should find our others.
Now, Master Shadow, there's no immediate hurry.
If you really are a federal agent, then you can't be very experienced at it. How long you've been in the academy, huh? Was this your first case?
Somebody did say that they couldn't hear the DM at all.
I don't know why that's happening.
No, I actually figured it out. When you're looking away from the microphone or you lean past the microphone, it's very directional. So when you're sitting there, your mic is fine, but if you're looking over at the screen or you've leaned past it, it's not getting picked up.
That makes sense. I apologize.
Dang it, Dragon Bait. for the podcast, we would definitely be able to handle that. So no worries. Unless you're watching live, I'm sorry.
Then lots of worries.
Then lots of worries.
Next
we all
time.
apologize.
I mean, as long as I can hear you, that means that your audio is going directly to the Twitch stream. You are like just a hair quieter than the other four.
I don't know why. It's probably because of the leaning and whatnot.
Yeah, because like
can
right
hear
there,
DD
like you
fine.
sounded really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I will try to make sure I don't do that as much, or I move the mic more.
Stop fidgeting.
And, and
Sit
Andrea,
still, girl.
Andrea the Birds, thank you so much. We love that you are trying to help us out.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Thank you, Drea.
Yeah.
She does not answer you, Shadow. She's hurt.
She didn't say anything.
She just gives you a look.
This is no time for bruised egos. We're in the middle of a life or death situation here.
I've been doing this kind of thing since I was 12 years old. You kill it now or it will break your neck.
You know
I want
what,
to know
Shadow?
where
You
my
don't know
granddaughter
everything
is.
about me either.
Well, all right.
Yeah, well, when you stare into the abyss long enough, it stares back.
I know.
Nietzsche. Very well done.
Let us find
Well done,
a
Master
friend,
Shadow.
and then you can kill it, okay?
Silas is just pressing the sides of this silver blade to the face of this Misty character while Philip's sitting on it.
Well,
Where
it
is my
doesn't look
granddaughter?
like it doesn't look like Misty anymore.
Well, no, but
Yeah,
erstwhile Misty. Just
yeah,
where is she?
just screeching as you put this. Misty, I'll say at this point you can come awake.
I'm just like, oh my head.
Yeah. And
Probably hear some commotion.
yeah, a lot of commotion.
You can just hear, "Where's my granddaughter? You rotter!"
Okay, so hearing that, I'm gonna like push myself up, kind of painfully, like shake myself out and come to look out the door.
Yeah. So immediately out the door, you see nothing. But when you turn to look, you see a cluster of people down the hallway, and your grandfather screaming at somebody on the floor.
I'm gonna like limp a little bit towards him, like, I'm here.
Oh, my darling girl! Oh, you have no idea how relieved I am. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well, I suppose we can kill this thing now.
Well, don't we need Ashford?
Perhaps. We did this while we were snooping around earlier. Philbert, you got a good hold on this thing. Just to make sure, Philbert. Philbert!
Look at my big muscles. I got this thing locked and loaded.
Yes, they are.
It's
rather
wiggling.
magnificent, aren't they?
It ain't wiggling.
Well, as I was saying, as we was snooping around earlier, we discovered the basement door was locked, and if we were betting people, which it has been known, we both would have put large sums on someone being securely held in the basement.
Yes, I think that now is the time to commit the social faux pas and break the door down.
To be honest, being invited under false pretenses by a murderous shapeshifter, I believe any sense of decorum has gone firmly out of the window. Yes, let's murder this thing and find everybody else, eh? And then go home. It's been quite lovely, the amount of excitement, but I'm really ready to curl up with a nice book.
Do we murder it first, or do we break down the door first?
Well, I mean, we could split the party, I suppose.
That ended well last time, she says, rubbing the side of her head.
Yes, I suppose there's really only... I'm very sorry about that.
I will come with you. We will split ourselves more evenly. And
Yes.
this new Samantha friend can help our others guard this creature until such time as we return with Ashford.
Shadow, perhaps you should take this blade. I know you like such things. It's probably better that you use it rather than me.
Okay. So I'll grab the blade and I'll also pick up my sword as well.
So,
I figured you were.
so Filbert and Shadow are pinning the creature down. Do you want me to come with you, or do you want me to stay? I'm not terribly strong as far as breaking doors down. Well,
I-
not bad actually.
Samantha will hand you her gun. You could probably shoot a lock off with that.
I like Samantha now, Dragon Bait. just
I
so
like
you
her a lot
know.
more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the gun to pop it open. Check. Nod.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah?
9mm.
Okay. Bet you anything it's a Glock. All
I
right.
would
Glock.
put
It's a
money on
Glock.
it. It's rather different from the Webley I taught you to shoot with.
Little bit less of a kick.
Yes, this is true.
All right. Let's go break a door down.
So is this creature just alive on the ground?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah, with
unconscious?
me,
I
me
mean-
just like holding it, I
I
guess.
have like a
You
sword
are.
to
It's
it.
it's struggling and like hissing at you. It's not saying anything.
I think Silas will probably just help Filbert make sure they're holding it down while Shadow is poised to finish the job, I guess, if
Yeah.
necessary.
All right.
Why
then,
are you here? Who are you?
So the boys are intimidating at the creature, and the girls are gonna go break
Yeah.
the door down. Is what I'm hearing.
That works.
All right. Let's go break a door down.
Yep.
I'm
You
gonna
know.
take the lead with the pistol. Hmm?
I think I will just go find Damien. Because I have
Can you
angel
do
wings.
that?
I can go instantly to a person I know well.
Oh.
And we did
Ah.
establish that Lyseth.
No, you all know him well.
Yeah.
Well, the question that I have about that though, Lyseth, is what if there's another one of these things down there and it grabs you? I don't know if it can copy you.
I don't know
Yeah.
that it would have my ability to return to you.
I don't know. It's an interesting question.
Hmm.
Well, here's my silver coin.
Thank you. No, don't take it.
I will go to Damien, determine where he is, and then return to you. And you can pass me my coin, and we will determine whether I am myself.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so I use my angel wings and transport myself to Damien.
You arrive in the dark.
Well, I thought this through quite well. I reach into my pocket and produce a lighter and flick
Okay.
it. and-
Alrighty. So the glow from the lighter lights up the darkness a little bit. This is not a movie. So
Right.
you have a little bit of
I
light.
have real lighter light.
But you do find, like, as you're walking a little bit, because I figure you're probably trying to find something, you find like a light bulb with a chain pull,
Okay.
and you pull that chain, and you're in a room with 6 other people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
All of them tied up, some of them not entirely awake. You do see Damien, like, on the ground, and he's been chained to, like, a pipe, And you see
that's
that
what
he's,
was
like-
the rattle was.
trying to, like, pull at it to try and get it to come up. His
Is-
mouth is covered. He sees the light, but he's trying to, like, pretend like he hasn't been doing that.
Well, because I know him, I will go to him and remove the tape from his mouth, and he will not like that, I don't think. But
Oh, God. Lyseth! What are you doing here?
we have come to assist you. You sent us letters. And
Oh, okay.
here we are.
Yes.
Where are we? We're in your home?
Yes, we're in the basement.
Excellent. Wait here. I will return with some additional help. And I'm back up.
God. She's like, cool.
As soon as Lyseth appears, as soon as Lyseth appears in front of me, I'm going to drop the coin into her hand.
I am myself.
Excellent.
Damien is in the basement, along with others. So we will have a bit of a rescue effort.
How many others?
5. There were 6 in the room total.
We knew that there was potentially at least one more. Oh, interesting.
There are several.
All right, let's.
Should be interesting.
All right, I'm gonna go shoot the lock. Because there's no way that can go wrong.
No.
You're skilled. I'll let you do it without rolling anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and shoot a prisoner. Come on.
Are you sure? Yeah. So I'm gonna
Yes.
like carefully take aim. Line myself up so I can shoot the lock out without it ricocheting at any of us, and then shoot it out.
Okay, you do so.
After I warn everyone to cover their ears. Nice.
Yeah. So you do so. You're able to get into the basement. I'm going to do something that I probably have never done before. Hey, Adam, roll me 2d6.
You got it.
I'll teach you if you're not paying attention.
That is a 9, a 5, and a 4. That seems pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Plus tough.
Oh, that's not pretty good. I have got -1, 8.
Cool.
Ooh.
So
Filbert's not very tough.
this creature is managing to wiggle out, and it elbows you in the face. As it's trying to get away again. And you
Silas.
take 1 harm.
Silas, get this thing.
Blade ready too.
Yes.
Shadow, poke it.
Silas doesn't have the blade anymore, but he. Avert your eyes, Filbert. You don't want to see this. his eyes glow red, and his canine teeth elongate, and he just goes. Kind of lunges for the throat of this thing.
Okay, is that a special move in your arsenal?
No, it's just kick some ass. But
Okay,
it's my
kick
natural
some
weapon.
ass.
Filbert does avert his eyes. By the way,
course you do.
when Silas says that, Filbert's thinking that like maybe it's some kind of flashbang's gonna go off or something, and it's kind of like ducking his eyes away.
So that's an 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay.
Which does 3 harm, and then because I only took 1 natural weapon, I got the extra benefit, so that's
Okay.
plus 1 extra harm, so that's 4 harm. From
Dang, that's a lot of harm.
Damn.
That's a lot of harm for Monster of the Week.
Damn, yeah. This
As much as the grenade launcher, in fact.
Yeah, which is a lot of harm.
so
Yeah, it is.
you're drinking from this creature, and it's struggling, trying, but it's becoming very weak.
Shadow! Shadow! Finish the job, Shadow! Shadow! Oh, God, man! Finish the job! Shadow!
Shadow, I think
Shadow!
Filbert.
Finish the job!
Shadow,
Alright.
I think Filbert wants you to. Or I mean, I think
Silas.
Silas wants you to do something.
I'm going to lunge forward and try to stab it as he's like
Okay.
last
Silver
Silver dagger. Silver
dagger stab.
Yeah, I will say, because Silas is deep into this monster, drinking its blood, you don't have to roll to kick some ass, because it's basically being restrained,
Okay.
and you manage to kill it, and it falls limp in Silas's arms.
Okay. Yeah, just stab it right in the
oh.
back of the head.
So,
Another job well done.
Silas, it does not taste great.
No, it doesn't. No. I don't
Are-
like that at all.
Does it still look like Misty?
No, it had already shifted back
Oh, okay,
into its
cool.
normal.
Horrible gangrel creature.
And then you hear the shot go off downstairs.
Ah, that sounds like Misty.
And you manage to get into the basement. Are you guys gonna go down there now that the creature's dead?
Yeah. sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was.
Yeah, as soon as we know that's dead, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go to try to support.
Okay.
Silas is basically fawning over Filbert. You all right, my boy? You
I'm
injured in any way?
No,
Perhaps you should take off your shirt.
No.
Come on, they might
Examine
need
you for
help.
bruises.
I'm
They're jogging down the stairs.
I think
Okay.
I think I'm good. Let's we gotta catch Shadow. He is quick as can be. Let's go, Silas.
All right, I shall follow you.
Silas, I'm like pull my shirt down from the back. Like Silas, I'm okay. I'm not bleeding. I didn't get it bit or anything like that.
Are you quite sure?
No, I'm good. I just
Any
tackled-
tenderness here?
No, it's,
How about
it's
here?
good. I mean that feels good, but no, I'm good right now. Thank you.
All right then. Okay. Yes, I'm quite sorry. I was just making sure. You know, I trained in first aid. Anyway, carry on.
All right. So you all help everybody out from the basement. Some of these people look familiar, like you've seen them at the party.
Yeah. Okay.
But all of those people left. Like they're not here anymore.
Oh dear.
So we
Oh
have
shit!
possibly 5 more shapeshifters
God damn it!
going on.
I was wondering why they didn't start insulting me the moment they saw me.
No, I think that's just you, Shadow.
Oh fuck!
So
They don't know you like we do.
I rather imagine they tried to have as little to do with you as possible.
Most people usually do.
Yes,
Do
and they don't see your value, dear boy. But we do. You're a
Exactly.
fine young man. Fine young man.
Did we hear where they were staying? What hotel they were staying at?
No,
I believe-
you know that.
Was it a
some-
Motel 6?
That's shitty. Shitty.
I hear they're
but-
shitty.
No, you didn't. You don't know where they're staying. You also don't know which one of those are still living in town.
Balls.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What is
Well.
that face, Adam?
balls.
What?
Balls.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
So
May I not appropriate some of your Americanism?
do we?
I've lived here
simply-
for quite some time.
Hey,
Howdy, y'all.
I'll just start letting people go, trying to free them.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
yeah.
we're freeing them, but at the same time, like, hey, Silas, like, I don't know if this has been brought up. Like, where are you from? You mentioned you ain't from America just
I'm from
now.
England, dear boy.
Okay, you ain't. I don't think you've ever mentioned that before, so I just wanted to get that.
I imagined it was self-evident.
It was as soon as you said balls.
Really? I would have thought it'd be evident from bollocks.
Yes, my general demeanor, bearing, and accent, I would have thought would have been something of a clue.
Okay.
Now, as we are setting these fine people free, perhaps we should ask them to lead us to their current, well, I guess not their current location, as their current location is the basement, but where they ought to be.
Yeah, I agree, and also like let's just like tap them all with that little silver coin, just like tap tap tap.
Indeed.
It's like tap, tap, tap.
So as soon as
I
they're
am-
like all walking by, just like tap them on the forehead.
So
As I
go, go,
untie,
Go
Like
by,
the,
go by like a Catholic priest touching them
Yeah.
on the forehead.
Nomine Patris, Filii Spiritus
Spiritus
Sanctus.
Sanctus, yeah.
Oh. What? Where am I? Who are you guys?
Tap tap tap.
Oh, what?
I'm Silas Lancaster. I'm an elderly man. Hello.
Yeah, he is very old. I am Filbert. I don't think you really need to know who we are. Just tap tap tap.
Okay. So none of them react to the silver.
Okay.
Good. That's
Some
a
of them
start.
are hurt like pretty badly. Not enough that they're like gonna die anytime soon, but it looks like they've been down here maybe for a while.
No goodness.
Oh dear.
Federal Agent Samantha, I forget your surname.
Crow. Her surname is
Crow, yes, of course it was. Yes. How delightfully gothic. I'm given to understand that you're a federal agent of some kind. Perhaps you were here investigating this?
I was here investigating this. Damien reached out to me a couple of weeks ago.
I would assume you're best suited with your federal resources to track these people down. Find out where. This is probably beyond the capabilities of we five.
The worst house guests.
Yes, the League of Inappropriate House Guests.
Yes, I believe you are correct. I will have to get on my computer and look some of these people up to see where they're from.
Would you mind rather perhaps downplaying, perhaps to the point of not mentioning at all our involvement in this matter?
Yeah, I agree to that. And also, like, so you said Damien reached out to you.
Yes.
Where's the real Damien at then?
He's right there.
She points to him.
Right there.
Oh,
We found him in the basement.
Oh, there he is. We solved the mystery. That is fantastic.
We've been talking to him for 5 minutes, dear boy.
There's like 6 people down here. All the faces just blended together to one.
And Silas is just cradling Philbert's head, like, it's all right, dear boy.
I'm sorry, Silas.
You're all right.
I hate to
It's
disappoint.
okay. It's been a long day. You're all right, sweet boy. Don't worry.
Yes, I will get in touch with my contacts and we will get to the bottom of this.
Yes, because it looks as if there are at least 5 more shapeshifters, doppelgangers, what have you, in the area, and there may be more.
Do I recognize them all as people that I went to school with?
Yeah.
Okay. When I am releasing the big jock kid that used to be making fun of me for probably a good reason, I'm like, who's the freak now? And I rip the tape off his mouth.
Oh, what, man?
Aw.
You're welcome.
Who are you?
And it says, "You're still the freak."
No, he doesn't recognize you.
So
Oh,
we should probably get
The
these people.
deepest cut of all.
He plays for the NFL
Yeah, he said
now.
something in passing one day, and I just hated him forever. And he's like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
We should probably get these folks to the hospital.
Yeah, let's get them all out. I mean,
At the very least, some of them are malnourished, dehydrated.
but yeah, surely there's at least 4 other doppelgangers now running amok. So that's going to
5.
be a whole. Wait, hey,
That would be at least 4.
That would be- that is true.
hey, 5 is at least 4, Silas. I hate to break it to you, but still, real quick,
I can't argue with your numeracy there, my boy.
I still do want to know why your house was bugged. Damien?
Oh, that was me.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
There it
I seem to
is.
have knocked my microphone there.
I've actually been in town for a few weeks before
Mm.
Damien started acting like the doppelganger Damien was.
Wait, are you Damien or are you
This
Samantha?
is Samantha. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
My character voices will be better for podcasts. I promise.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
No, you're fine. Damien asked me to bug his house. I did it.
All right. Well, that solved that mystery.
Hey, but yeah.
And it
So
was the
now,
feds.
so Samantha, I know, you gotta go report all this and stuff, but like Silas mentioned, could you not mention us 5? I think that'd just be a whole kind of trouble. We're cross state lines and such. Could you just not mention us 5? You could just take all the credit yourself.
You seem to think that the government doesn't know about the hunters.
Yeah.
Does they?
Yeah, but they don't know about us, right?
Yeah, they don't know
Never
about
saw
us
us.
5.
Not us specifically.
Of course they do.
Shadow never made it to the reunion this year, did he?
Right. And neither did the 30-year-old Filbert or the 200-year-old Silas.
I'm 100. I'm just slightly over 140. I mean, don't age me too much. I suppose after the 1st century, you do sort of stop counting.
It
really.
just becomes a century in one.
I will downplay. I won't put your exact names in. I will just mention you as hunters.
Okay, that will work. Don't mention our home state or anything, right?
Listen, I don't know where you guys came from.
That's good. That's
You
right.
don't
Just
know
as
about
well.
the you don't know about the red.
Hey,
either, right?
don't what? Hey, hey,
what?
hey! I don't know what Shadow just said, but I'm
No,
gonna
no. Adam, let me hear what he actually said.
I don't
so
know
that
what he
as a
actually said.
GM,
I don't know what he actually said, but I don't want Samantha to have heard it. I don't think.
Something about Reddit.
Did you say something about Reddit? What did you say, Jeremy?
He said, "Well, you don't know about the Reddit, right?"
No,
Or they don't.
and Filbert talked over it, so
No, that's fine. I think Samantha would have been like, the what? Because
Nope.
she didn't hear you.
yeah, exactly,
And Filbert just keeps talking.
exactly.
Just
The
like-
what?
Whatever.
So this has been a really cool like teenage party, whatever. We're gonna head back home to. You don't even need to know where we head back home to. Samantha, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your help. Another shapeshifter down is always a pleasure to, that's always good, right? For the greater good. And Filbert hands out his hand to shake Samantha's.
She shakes his hand.
All right. We got some jerky and some combos ready for a road trip back home.
I forgot about that.
And we don't have to stay the night.
Shadow.
It's a long drive.
It's
It
a long
is.
drive.
Is that Samantha?
Yeah. Samantha pulls you aside.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Listen, it got heated up there. And I just want to give you this. And she hands you a book.
What is this?
All of the information on every creature I have run across. Add it to your
Dang.
library. Do whatever you want with it, but I am not a bad guy.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
As this is happening, Silas is saying to Filbert, "Look, I know things got a little bit heated in there, but I want you to know that I'm not a bad guy." And he hands him a book as well. The book is the Kama Sutra.
Hey,
It's just a little something for your private collection.
Yeah, the triple monkey. Yeah, I've seen this one. Wait, I
You
don't.
have to be extraordinarily flexible,
I don't.
and it's just something to think about.
What? Thinking about why? Well, like, wait, what?
Never mind. I just thought it'd be something you'd be interested in.
For like hunting monsters?
Yes.
Like
You
sex
know,
stuff for
remember the
monsters?
You remember when we met, Filbert? We were talking about Bigfoot and the mating habits thereof, and you wondered how exactly it happened. And I said,
No,
And I said, well, when I was living with Bigfoot, you see, in the mountains, I
yes.
witnessed several things, and it was difficult for me to describe them. But it was from figure 14A on
Okay.
page 6. You can see that's roughly how the Sasquatch makes love.
Okay, I'm going to cut you guys off so that Samantha can go back to this conversation with Shadow. There has been rumors happening right now.
Yeah, they are.
No,
Like, what kind of rumors?
that I'm not sure. I haven't found out everything just yet. I think something huge is coming.
Well, Bat Boy's not real. I already looked into that one.
Who? What?
Globe magazine. Everyone thinks it's a joke. That's where I get most of my leads. Right there on the front cover.
Okay, well, I'm talking more probably like demonic possession and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's not something we've seen in a relatively long time. Not real, anyway.
is that why you were here? Does Ashford have something to do with all this?
No.
I told him to stop playing with those books. Rituals aren't jokes.
No. This is true. Rituals are not jokes. But you might want to lay low.
What do you mean? How can we lay low? We only communicate through Reddit.
That's a good point.
Just, I don't know what's connected with what's coming. Any lead monster, whatever, could be connected to what's coming. So you have to be careful. You don't want to paint a target on your back for some hell lord.
I don't paint targets. I find them. And I strike them true. And I start walking up. People like you and me, we're the reason everybody else can sleep well at night. And then I just walk away with the book.
I think with that, we're going to wrap up this session.
I've got so many questions though, Dragon Bait.
It's a nice lead into what she's got planned, I think.
God damn it. Do we at least like, are we like at least like on our way home to Louisville?
Yeah, and you can stay in a shitty Motel 6 on the way because
Nope.
it's going to get dark.
Nope, we're gonna make it in one drive
Shadow
with my
is
home.
Shadow is on a motorcycle.
Motorcycle?
Yeah,
He gets
after
exhausted.
I say that to her, I keep walking. I look back, I keep going, get on my motorcycle.
And I throw him another
Drive off.
homemade bag of Oreo combos, and it hits him right in the face with his helmet.
Again.
Again.
Shot
so-
Filbert.
And as we drive away, it starts raining and playing REO Speedwagon.
Yes. Hey, that's on Filbert's playlist. Hey,
I
everybody.
can't fight this feeling anymore.
I was thinking more like the one from JoJo's, but yeah.
Hey, everybody. We are, so this channel is One Shot Onslaught. This group right here is Roll for Weird. We are a bi-weekly podcast now, starting like in 2 weeks, I guess.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
and
we'll
make
talk
an
about
announcement.
we'll talk about like when like the podcast feed's actually gonna go live.
Yeah.
But we
We'll
will
post it
be,
to social medias, which we have.
yeah, we've got social medias now. So we are officially launching the podcast next episode, since this was like a half episode. It's a whole thing. Like, just follow us on social media. I think the most active Discord we will be a part of is the bit.ly/oneshot Discord, because we are all in that Discord. And I will be adding channels now for Roll for Weird in there.
It's just for Adam to slowly take over the podcast.
I'm just
world.
slowly
He's just slowly
I'm gonna
the
add.
true monster, Adam DeWeese.
I'm gonna add every tabletop RPG system there is. I'm gonna take over one by one. I'm Critical Role, Matt Mercer. I'm coming for you.
That's a finger in
Cyberpunk,
every
Cyberpunk next.
pocket.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Hey, guess what?
Carbon 2185 is a fantastic cyberpunk system because it's basically 5e, but well reskinned for cyberpunk. Highly recommend.
Into
Hey,
the
guess what
loop.
Tiana is gonna do?
Kids on Bikes is good.
No.
We will eventually have just a dozen of shows on this Discord channel.
Keep shooting until we hit, right?
We will
Right.
eventually hook you if you're watching this. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody once again and tell everybody where you can find you. Starting with, I'm gonna reverse it, Gerundu this time.
Oh Lord, the pressure. I'm Gerundu. You can find me at Gerundu. It's really easy. My name's up there on the screen. I played Silas Lancaster, the pervy old vampire. That's about it.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I have been playing Shadow, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Master Uzaru. Also, if you want to go onto the DMsGuild.com, I have 2 different campaigns that I've posted there. One of them takes you from about level 1 to, it says level 1 to 3, but after running it a dozen times, I think maybe more like level 1 to 5. That's called The Plight of the Blight Thief, and that is a pay what you want title, so you can get it for free if you'd like. And then just recently, I released a D&D murder mystery, and that is called The Siren's Cry. That is currently $4.99, and it's actually designed to run from like 4 to 10 players. I know it sounds chaotic,
Oh,
but
wow.
it actually runs pretty smoothly because the players do all the work, and you just sit back and watch.
Cackle
That's what I
maniacally.
do.
And cackle maniacally.
Yes. So check those out, and sometime in some future we will be playing through the Siren's Cry campaign
Yep.
on the One Shot
Yes.
Onslaught Twitch channel. We don't have a date or anything, but That's why you need to go on our Discord page. You need to become a part of that so you can keep an eye out for that kind of stuff.
Also, to talk to us because we're nice people. And it's
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, yeah. There's I can't give enough reasons why to join that channel. It's a super positive, welcoming, like open group. B, like super active. C, that's where we are most informative about our like Twitch stream schedule. If there's like a delay in any of our podcasts, that's where you will find it absolutely first. And
It
then
also serves as like a constant log of Adam's naps.
yeah, I pretty much
You can look back at for months, really, of every nap he's ever taken.
I pin all the my nap messages. No, I don't. I don't pin them. But you can definitely check.
We pin them after he
Hit
says
them
that.
for you, yeah.
I made the mistake of making Jeremy a mod, and he pins all my
I just
naps.
pin all.
Oh no! You
But
made
no-
Jeremy a mod? That's dangerous.
But no, seriously, like
Could have been worse.
we are indeed going to run Jeremy's murder mystery. I have not read it because I don't want to get any kind of insight because Jeremy has volunteered to
that'd be awesome.
DM that.
It
Yeah.
sounds like fun.
Yes. So I am going to be a player of it, and I can't wait for it. So yeah.
Plight
stay
of the
tuned.
Blight Thief, though, is excellent.
Plight of the blight of the blight of the plight thief, whichever it is.
There it is.
Next up is Tiana.
Yo, I'm Tiana. I'm at Vanna1895 on the twits, and I'm most commonly found at Quest and Chaos. I lost the name of my own channel there for a second.
You're
We've been playing for hours. I'm tired.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, most commonly found over at Quest and Chaos. That's Quest and Chaos on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter,
podcatchers.
podcast format. We're taking over the world on our end of it. We'll meet you in the middle, Adam.
Andrea
One of them
Bird
will-
said you're most commonly found in your bed with kitties.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Andrea.
Where's the kitties at? Are there any kitties in your room at the moment?
Yes, there's a cat behind my laptop.
Let me see it. Can I see it? I don't want to
yeah.
wake it up if it's asleep. That would be okay. Yeah, move the
we're
camera.
just gonna see your whole
Oh!
He's like, what the fuck are you doing, Mom? But yeah,
So
he
embarrassing, God.
he likes hanging out behind my laptop while I'm doing stuff.
Aw.
He like rolled over and didn't try. to
Damn,
get off
that's
my laptop.
adorable.
He's so cute.
Dragonbait, we'll go to you next.
Yep, I'm Dragonbait. I can be found at 20SA Podcast on all of the social medias. You'll also be able to find all of us at Roll for Weird on all of the social medias.
Yeah.
Uh,
I see the big key cat now.
Easy key cat.
Aw.
He's one who actually comes when he's called.
Oh, that's very unique for a cat.
It is.
Silas does that, but nobody ever calls.
You're also not a cat.
You also live in England.
This is true.
And Danny.
Hello, I am Danny. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and Twitch as Danielle Lanois. And you can also find my knitting stuff on thefandomknitter.com. And yeah, that's it today. I've been knitting all.
Yeah, how's that been going?
Yep.
Yeah,
How's it
let's see it, let's
looking?
see it.
How's it looking? Danny
Status
always
report.
knits while we're going, and
This is where I started today,
Come
so
on,
Wow.
yeah, good
Wow.
stuff.
but I had
Doubled
length
it.
worth.
It's doubled in length, about.
Not
So-
quite, but almost.
Almost.
so everybody just think about that. Danny not only role plays expertly.
Expertually.
Expertually.
What's that word? That is somewhere.
It's absolutely not a
Expertly.
word.
I've got like 5 letters out of place, maybe, but
Under no
Not-
circumstances is that a word.
But
at the
also
same
knits.
time, Danny also
impressive,
knits
yeah.
that impressive.
Yeah.
Every session. It's not just this session. Every session. And then I am Adam DeWeese.
Drunk.
I'm drunk. I'm also Adam DeWeese. I DM for Halfway to Heroes, One Shot Onslaught. Usually this channel is one shot adventures that we go on, and then also usually if this channel is doing like a video game stream, I'm usually the one that's like hosting that. And other than that, Roll for Weird is a new show that we just announced tonight. We have all the social media set up. We've got the domain name for the website. We don't have the website set up yet, but go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and stay up to date. Again, yeah, this is going to be like a new bi-weekly podcast. We'll have to talk about when the first episode's going out. We don't know just yet, but I don't know if you can find us yet on podcatchers, but
Unless you've set that up, Adam.
I set it up. I didn't set it up on Apple or iTunes podcast yet because we need an episode out first.
Yep.
So we're still like working on exactly what we're gonna do for that. We've got 2 episodes so far. We think we may like put those out and then maybe put this one out also, and then really start like the edited episodes continuing. But we also have a couple ideas of like interviews and things like that. So at least like follow us on social media and that Discord, bit.ly/one-shot Discord. It's probably the best way to like get up-to-date info on the show because it's still kind of up in the air. But we will definitely keep you all posted on when you can subscribe to those podcast channels. And other than that, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Thank you for, I'm not going to tell who I'm not thanking. You know who you are.
It's probably me.
So, yes, we will talk to you all. I think like towards the end of May. Towards the end of May, we will do our first like
early June, maybe.
Maybe early June, like our first like official episode. So we will see you all then. We are very excited for this.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, guys.